Hello! We're
Yo.
here. This is MistleFoes, Oops All Gerblins. If you missed our first session of Oops All Gerblins that took place last year during our 12 days of tabletop, you missed out. But the good thing is, 2 of the characters are returning. Myself playing Folka, and Artemis playing Twist. And of course, GM Cedar.
Hey.
We
Gerblin
are
master.
Your Gerblin master for the evening. We are doing the 12 days of tabletop in order to raise funds for Extra Life, which is an amazing organization that works across Canada and the US, raising funds for the Children's Miracle Network. So if you got a couple bucks, it'd be really great if you could throw them that way. I myself was a kid that benefited from the Children's Miracle Network, so it's near and dear to my heart. And, they made it easier for my parents to stick around when I was sick in the hospital after I was first born. So, kind of trying to pay back being alive. Because I might not have been. So, if you got a couple bucks, it'd be really great if you could donate. I, thanks to Cedar, hit my $500 goal yesterday, which is amazing. We are like 300-ish away from our team goal of 1,500. So when you go to the website, you just have to pick a person that's on the team to donate to, and it'll go to their donation goal. Scheduling-wise, this week, we have Das Klospital, which is a Babies and Broadswords one-shot led by babysitter Jason. He is actually the creator of Babies and Broadswords, and that is on whenever the fuck it is, Thursday at 8:30. And then we have a Bankar Brouhaha 2-shot on Friday and Saturday. That is at 8:30. That is with the crew of Bankar Brouhaha returning for Trees and Towers, parts 1 and 2. You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Spoiler alert! Oops.
What?
Yes, Elissa and Cedar are both in those games. So go check that out. Going around the table really quick, if you all could introduce yourselves, tell us where you're from, and who you're playing tonight, that would be great. We're going to start off with Hunter and Juni. Fight to the death. Who goes first?
Please don't fight to the death.
Oh no. Okay, I got non-natural 20 on initiative.
Oh shit.
I rolled a stuffed Pikachu. So I think you go first.
Pikachu wins.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wins.
Yeah.
Hi.
My dice was made out of metal too, so electric type.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Juni Ruiz. I'm a very nerdy dad. I'm Hunter's little dancing boy on Warlocks and Waffles. He hates it that I say that. He does not like that I say that, but I have turned him into a caricature of himself. And
Which is great because he's already kind of caricature.
Pronouns he, him, and for me and my character. And today I'm playing Slicky, a Gerblin artificer.
Nice. Anything
Nothing will go wrong.
No, nothing's gonna go wrong. Any like one little tidbit about Slicky you'd like to share?
Unlike his father, he is not literally covered in grease. That's how his dad got his name. He was just always slick. He did something kind of smart, and his dad called him Slick, and that's why he calls him that. And that he just got that name. But his dad got the name because he was constantly just very, very greasy. So
Fair enough.
He did know how to hydrate his skin.
yeah,
Didn't know how to moisturize.
bad with that goblin skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunter.
Hello, I'm Hunter. I am the other half of Warlocks and Waffles. We are the only TTRPG morning show. Come find us on Twitch. We stream Mondays and Fridays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Today I am playing a character that I've played in the past, who I love very much. His name is Fuege Booyagh. And if you're ever feeling down, just say his name and it makes you feel a little bit better. yeah, that's him. He is a bard.
Totally a bard.
Absolutely.
Totally a bard. Absolutely.
Not anything else.
No, definitely not sorcerer like it says.
Nope.
It's all a lie.
He is
He's a bard in his
exactly-
heart.
He is as much a bard as
He's got
the
heart
last
of a
goblin
bard.
I played with Cedar was just one orc.
Right. Yes, I
In a
remember.
trench coat.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, like we were going
Don't worry
to,
about it.
And we were going to play like the second installment of that. So don't worry, the orc is alive.
The orc is alive. Elissa.
Hi, I'm Elissa. I am in Canada. It's cold.
Me too.
Yes, yay. You can find me on Instagram at ElissaB_illustrations. I draw stuff and do other things.
It's really good.
Thanks. And tonight I'm playing Tater, a barbarian who would love to be a bard, but is really not a bard, but still has a set of bagpipes, so nothing can go wrong there. And likes to chomp on raw potatoes to help him think. Yeah, that's about it for me.
It's the healing power of potatoes.
The potat. On.
Who's next? Artemis, you go next.
Wow. I'm Artemis. I'm the social media manager and content coordinator for the Vactair. I just got off of a plane. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when it lands nose fucking first.
Like
Yeah,
they
it was
do
an exciting ride
sometimes.
home.
Yeah, that was 100% landing gear issues.
For
Yep.
for those at home who may or may not know because they've never been around a plane or don't really quite understand the how aerodynamics work, it's best to land your plane ass first. Not like ass like that, like at a nice 45-degree
then-
angle.
Yeah, no, that's not what
I
we
land-
did.
I like
Land
to
in the
fly
back
planes
where there's
wing
two
first.
wheels.
Yeah,
Wing
the plane
first.
went
Yep.
tip first.
Mm,
Yep.
Just the
Just
tip.
the tip, though.
Just
Didn't
the-
knees in, just
Damn
tip
it.
first.
Phrasing.
No!
Cedar,
Cedar.
multiple people beat you to that joke. That's unacceptable.
I know. You will all be punished for it later, don't worry.
Cedar,
I
who
didn't
are
even
you?
do
What are you
anything.
doing? Why are you here?
You can't say that you're a player, you have to introduce yourself. First.
No, I'm introducing my guests first, which is proper.
My name is Cedar the Barefoot. I am Cedar the Barefoot everywhere. I am all-knowing and omnipotent. I know what you did last night. You filthy, nasty little thing, you. Anyway, I'm all over the place. But except for Twitter, I'm Barefoot Cedar there because Cedar the Barefoot is too many characters. So there's that. Sorry, Twitter, formerly known as Twitter.
No, we're gonna. I
Gonna
don't
go on.
usually
It's-
say
it's
this, but
Twitter.
we're gonna dead name Twitter.
Yeah.
'Cause fuck Elon Musk.
Until when I go to twitter.com, it doesn't go anywhere. It's still Twitter.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
even has an emote and it's still the bird.
Yeah.
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 And
I-
anyway,
I feel the pain of the long name for Twitter though, because Twitter is the only place where I'm warlock_waffle because warlocks and waffles
Yeah.
is too long. And it's like
Yeah.
it's so
yeah,
it's such
so
a
minuscule.
small
Almost there.
amount. Just
Not,
give me
what
a
about
couple more letters.
what about the 8 looking character that just means and?
I don't think you
ampersand?
can do it in a.
Oh yeah, I
in
don't
a
even think you can
Twitter
put
handle.
that.
Yeah,
Not in your username.
I feel like I absolutely
Lame.
would have tried that.
Yeah, freaking lame. Probably. I imagine you would have.
It
I
seems
played-
like a good first choice.
I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I produce content on TikTok and Instagram and a whole bunch of other places. It goes straight to the Facebook. I'm all over the place. I'm trying my hand at YouTube and all that good stuff. So I'm around.
You're also
Thanks for having
friend
me.
shaped.
I am friend shaped. I'm friend shaped. I like a cup of tea. Come, children, gather around the fire, and I'll tell you a tale of me putting on the kettle, so that way you can have a warm, spicy beverage.
Nice. And I'm Aphi the DM. I'm not DMing tonight, obviously, because I'm down here in this box instead of up in that middle one. I'm usually
My box
here.
now.
Yes, it's yours now. You can catch me on Vactair TTV across the socials. Usually, I don't look. Artemis usually will tell me if there's something I need to read, and then I go read it. I am bad at
Sometimes.
social media. So if you need me, message and
Text
I'll get
Artemis.
it eventually. Or you can message me directly on Discord. Either one. It's fine. I'll
Message
get it
Artemis.
eventually. But probably message Artemis.
Artemis is the PR. In
Literally
social
my
media.
job.
Yep. And tonight I am returning as Folka, who is an ancient Gerblin cleric that
May
has
or may not
a
have a
cup
few,
of coffee of
questionable.
dark roasted cocaine.
Yep.
Yeah. And a squirrel in her tits.
He's in my
Like-
pocket. What are you talking about? It's my
I'm
bra
so
pocket.
glad that I didn't have time to watch the episode.
I got to squirrel
Because
and
I
tit. I
just-
did.
I
I
just
did
bought
get that
fresh.
much. I did get
I'm
to
so
that.
excited.
I'm very
You didn't
excited
make
to
it that
see.
far.
I'm very excited to see how Mocha and Rupert get along.
Who the fuck is Rupert?
You'll find out. Anyways, may I take the May I take the wheel? May Gerblin take the wheel?
All you.
Gerblin, take the wheel. Greetings, adventurers. Say hello to me.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank
Hi.
you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations.
Even
You
Pasta
are-
says hi.
Hi, Plasta. Congratulations. You're all Gerblins, because this is my box now. I'm in the middle seat. I'm driving.
Oh, be right back.
I hope that you are indeed ready for a rumpus, for some wrestling, and general all-about tomfoolery. My dear Gerblins, let me set upon you the scene. It is winter. It's cold.
Brr, it's chilly.
That was loud.
Sorry.
There was
That's
things
okay.
happening. I was like, What's happening?"
I was like, is it done falling? Okay. Nope,
Yeah.
it's not. Yep.
No,
Okay.
no, sorry. Clumsy.
It cold.
Extended fall.
It heckin' windy. And down deep in the forests of the north of the that are north of the valleys between the crags and just left of the hills, there is a little Gerblin town called Gerblin Town. It is an idyllic little town. Yes, it is. Tonight is a very special night. Tonight, colorful flames dance upon the wicks of candles that have been placed up and down and all around Gerblin Town. All along the streets, the trees, the houses, melting wax drips down upon the occasional passers-by, but mostly drips into growing piles that will be collected for the next fancy to do and be recycled back into candle-like shapes of varying sizes and girths. Of course, not at all in the way of foot traffic, and certainly not a fire hazard. The houses are constructed of sturdy pine and enduring oak, of smooth and jagged stones, of old recycled barrels, and of hollowed-out trees and hammered metal plates. Quite literal metal plates, and various large bits of silverware that were obtained through extremely fair and not at all nefarious trade. But the grandest of buildings in Gerblin Town stands in the center. The Longhouse. It is a longhouse, letting out little plumes of delicious steam and smoke from its numerous little chimney stacks. This is the hall. The feasting hall. The place in the middle. Has many names. Where revelry is currently taking place for what the Gerblins call the longest night. Just because the chibs between here and the Southern Tippy Toes of the continent are all off their collective dummy-headed walnuts does not mean that we Gerblins will not take our yearly responsibility seriously and bring back the sun. We had a close call last year, and a very delicious feast. Not gonna lie. It got a little weird there at the end, but we persevered. In a fashion that is not at all orderly, the hall has been displayed with fresh greens, dried fruit, and everyone's very best stick. The Gerblin children have put out their filthy little shoes, not that they ever actually wear them, to be honest with you, and they have filled them with oats and straw. And all of the homes have laid hacked apart meats, crackers, and cheeses before their hearths. It is a night of revelry. It is a night in which just a small group of these Gerblins really hope that they don't run into a certain very, very tall, very important Gerblin whose name totally is not Sun Chaser. But so far, those who have remained vigilant and kept an eye on the skies, the moon and the sun seem to be in the places that they should be. The sun is not in sight, of course. The moon moving slowly through the sky. It's been strange lately. Very sluggish. The world isn't the world of this continent, which is all they know, so it might as well be the world. The continent has not been the same. There's no imports or exports anymore. The chibs have all gone a little weird. They be talking about some lady gibbering madly in their sleep and stuff like that. Attacking each other. It don't affect no Gerblin. No. Sometime we have refugee come through. They never stay. They never really travel in groups bigger than 3 to 5. Apparently when there's big groups of chibs, it's bad. Like some group of chibs dropped by last week before the longest day, offered to stay for the longest day for feasting, but they decided that they're gonna be stupid, go hell way. They're probably gonna get eaten by the one who lives under there, but you know, that's fine. They made their choice.
Stupid chibs.
Stupid chibs. Mo legs, mo problems, that's what we Gerblins say. So on the longest night, the feast is on. Shall we find out where all ye Gerblins are currently residing and what you are doing? Let us start with Fuege Booyagh. Fuege, are you amongst the wave of Gerblin children making its way through the feast halls, or what else might you be doing right now?
I think Fuege is probably just kind of getting into town. He has been traveling south from kind of the frozen north area, and is heard stories about like a goblin festival and stuff, and knowing very little about like goblin stuff, even though he is a goblin, he's decided to come and visit. So he'd be riding his he's got a little like a little sled dog and a little sled. His sled dog's name is Garfunkel.
What kind of dog is Garfunkel?
Just like just the weirdest little floppy mutt you've ever seen. Of like, imagine a husky and a mastiff had a kid.
And a Zolo.
That's Garfunkel. He's just this like big furry, like a wolf, but just drooly and just
you can't
really
see
cuddly.
the eyes. Yeah, love that.
Yeah, absolutely. He has bangs.
It's like I'm not imagining like Yukon Cornelius's sled dogs or anything like that.
No. He's a big like teddy bear that is just walking around. So it would be Fuege sitting on the sled and Garfunkel pulling it, and then Rupert is just kind of like curled up in a pile of furs on the sled.
We the viewers, please tell us, who's Rupert?
Rupert is a little capuchin monkey, who is Fuege's very, very best friend and travel companion. Yeah.
Wonderful. Is he wearing a little outfit?
He is actually wearing like
it's
a
cold.
tiny. It looks very similar to Fuege's like cold weather gear. It's just smaller.
They're so cute. I love that. Well, you come sliding down you come sliding down. You said that Fuege came from the north.
Mhm.
There's only a few places that are directly north. You said the cold north, so
Mhm.
did Fuege come down through Elvagan, the Hellway?
Well, you can tell me because I don't know much about your world.
It's not a
in
world, it's a universe.
Okay, I don't know much about your universe. My
That's okay.
apologies. The last time I played him was in a sort of this Rime of the Frost Maiden type game. So it was like Icewind Dale area. And he left to go south from there. So
Okay.
whatever meshes that well to your
Yeah.
world, I'm
That's
happy
cool.
with.
That's cool. That makes sense. Right. You pull up to town and it's mostly revelry. You've seen a lot of places, Fuege.
Mhm.
You've been a lot of places. You've seen a lot of things.
been a
You've
busy
seen lot
5
of
years.
people. Been a busy 5 years. Yes, you are a very busy little 10-year-old child, little Gerblin child. You roll up, and at first, at the edge of town, which has been surrounded by a series of walls with 2 inner gates. Seeing you, they do let you in, and they ask you if you'd seen any chibs lately and things like that, and asking if they can pet your dog and things, and so on and so forth. Asking if you're here to visit family, if you are going to be joining in for the longest night festivities, if you have a place to stay, things like that.
That's so many questions.
Mm-hmm.
They all get asked simultaneously.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're yelled
all at
from
the same
different,
time.
different directions.
There's everyone is very like they seem excited to see you.
Fuege immediately very excited to see people as well. Just big smile on his face. He goes,
Hello, my name is Fuege Booyagh, and
Hello.
I am just here for the there's like a festival, I think.
Yes.
So that's why I'm here, and I'm very excited. Pet the dog? Yes, he likes
you.
belly rubs, and he likes it behind his ears. Don't touch his butt. He doesn't like that.
No butt touches. Got it.
Do I have a place to stay? No, I was gonna sleep on my sled, unless there's a different place to stay. Do I have any family? No, they're all dead. It's a very sad story.
Been there. Yeah.
I don't know what a chib is.
You know, chib.
What's that?
Big chib.
Like a potato chip?
No, chib. Mo legs, mo problems.
I don't know what that is.
Eat 'em. Oh, and they kind of like look at each other, and they look around at each other, and they chib like chib tall to people not Gerblin.
Okay.
Not
Does
Gerblin.
anything that's not a Gerblin, or just like
Tall humanoid. Tall boy, tall noid.
I mean,
not
I've seen tall people. Yeah.
Not Gerblinoid. Not Gerblinoid.
Not a Gerb. Okay.
Anybody over 4 feet tall. That's not Sun Chaser or any of our guts.
Well, that seems very what's the word? Racist?
Chips. It's just Gerblin word. You know speak Gerblin? Just means tall.
No.
You don't speak Gerblin?
I speak Draconic and Dwarvish and Giant.
Why you no speak Gerblin? You Gerblin. You know you Gerblin, right?
It depends on who you ask. It's complicated.
They kind
Is
of
there-
they mutter
Is
to
there
each
somewhere
other in
that has
Gerblin.
pie?
And then they start to mutter to each other in Gerblin, of language that you apparently can't really recognize. And then when
Don't
you
say
mention
that.
when you mention pie, they immediately yeah.
Pie,
we
a
go
word known in all languages.
Universal language.
Yeah.
Pie.
the
It's
same in
pie
all
across
languages.
every language.
Yeah.
We have
You'll be
pie.
hearing like celestial pie and then the rest of the
Yeah.
celestial.
It's just
Yeah.
where the emphasis and the
It's-
like inflections
yeah.
go.
It's pie and fuck. Those are the two universal
Yes.
words of all languages. They get excited at the mention of pie, and they yes, we lead the way.
American Pie is a very universally understood movie.
Concept.
Gotcha. We don't do that here. Well, we can't. We do if you want to, but in the privacy of your own room.
Do what?
Oh,
I just want
Yeah,
to eat a pie.
why don't
Chib
you go
pie.
eat? We go eat pie then.
Okay.
Come along, Winter.
Jump onto the sled. And just
Come on. They go, and some of them go running off into town, leading you in. The description, much like what I just gave.
Mhm.
All right. Slicky, what are you doing right now? Are you a native to? Well, are you? We know, but tell us about Slicky.
I have gone in and out of like whatever the outskirts of the entrance is to like the town like 15 times. I don't know.
Got your hand stamped and everything.
Yeah. I guess the vernacular things like chib and stuff like that. If anything was thrown at me, I would panic and retreat. As on my big I put something over them because they started getting looks, but there is like this metal dog like thing that I am on, but I got
that's
off of it.
cool.
I got off because people were giving me weird looks, and I started getting
No, they were
anxiety.
giving you fascinated looks. but you probably
Interpreted
thought
it
they were weird.
interpreted
Yeah.
as weird. I'm trying not to stand out. Am standing out. I asked where a bathroom was at one point, and people turned their heads. I immediately just turned tail and ran. So it would be anytime there would be like a gap in traffic, like people were like not looking, it would just be me leading my fella, just like okay, all right, and I'm just trying to stand somewhere, but have you ever been in a social gathering and you're trying to stand near enough to when people are talking to see if you could join the conversation?
And then you end up inevitably either standing in the kitchen like a weirdo or hanging out with the dog.
A lot of that. There's just so much of that.
Every convention I've ever been to, I'm just having
So much
flashbacks.
of that trying to go in, and if I do get any opportunity to speak, it's just pointing out the things that are very common to everybody else but not to him, and it makes him look weirder. So it'd be like just a lot of goblins and one Gerblins in one place, right?
Yeah, integrate.
Yeah,
We're safe here.
definitely.
It's
Yeah.
nice to see you, Slicky. And everyone else is like, yeah, Slicky, yeah, you're doing very good.
Thanks. It's been hard since Dad died, and I just
Do you want a hug?
no, I'm fine. I'll just be.
That's okay.
It's okay. And I go, and you just see me talking to a thing that is not talking me back. It's just like, stupid, do this. It's like, come on, it's okay.
They kind of mutter amongst themselves, like, it's okay, he's trying. He's doing much better than last time. He's actually talking to us this time. It's okay, he's doing fine. I hate to think of him all alone out there in that cave. Well, he's fine.
You're never gonna make friends like this. Dad told you to go make friends,
It's okay.
and he's
It's
dead
okay.
now, so you need friends.
It's
Please.
okay.
Me
It's
in
good.
every social gathering ever.
It's
Do you
just like,
think-
go.
Do you
Go-
think if we offer him pie, that he will come hang out with us? Maybe. Oh, just maybe he doesn't like pie. Last time you offered pie, he ran away. Oh, I know.
Oh God, they hate me.
Hey, Slicky.
Look at them. They're judging me.
Slicky. Slicky.
Hi.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go get pie? Don't
I
look
have
him
a.
in the eye. Be nice to him.
Oh, God, look at him not looking at me. Um,
You don't want to scare him. Be nice.
oh God, I'm so scared.
Smile,
Uh,
everybody.
Oh, their teeth are so much sharper than mine. Uh, Haku has to go. He's got a shit. And I jump on my steed, my little steel
Oh.
defender.
Your
and it's
robot
just,
dog?
yeah. And I just ride. This is like the 14th time I've left the town.
This time you go running. You go like Fuege.
God.
You're riding your sled into town, and a very large, a fairly
it's-
large automaton dog goes running past.
It has horns, kind of like a little, looks almost like a draconic type face.
Mhm.
A little tail with some like fringe to look like hair. And decorative scales, and it looks like elegant but also janky at the same time. And you would just hear it's just like, I did my best as like I'd go past you. I didn't plan on any anxiety before coming in here.
goes running past you as you're following the others into town, and they're like, "Oh, Slicky, where you going, Slicky? Oh, he's gone. Well, that's the 15th time that he gone back out today. Oh, that's better than last time.
I always think it's far enough where I'm out of eye shot, but I'm usually not, and I can probably be
We
seen.
could just see you standing behind a
Yeah,
shrub.
yeah. I go far enough where I
No
think I've gone. I think I've
Slicky
gone far
has,
enough that I totally haven't.
Slicky has bad eyesight, so he can no longer see them. They can still totally see him.
Do you think maybe he needs glasses? Oh, he could go see the optometrist. Yeah, we could take him there. Did you? Maybe he has anxiety about seeing a doctor. Okay, Twist. What are you doing?
Okay, so Twist is like just coming out of their like hut,
Mhm.
and the wave of Gerblin children, like because we established last time that it was like the werewolf puppies from
Yes.
Hotel Transylvania,
Yes.
and they just sort of move in a giant blob.
It's a wave. Yes.
So I
Mhm.
picture that the wave of Gerblin children has just like gone through her front door and out the back window. So she comes out her front door with her staff over one shoulder. There's two Gerblin children hanging on to the staff. She's got one by the ankle, and she comes outside.
slowly somehow just spinning, but then spins the back around because you have a stagnant point, which is their ankle. They're very bendy for some reason.
Yep. And I come out and I see like Slicky running out the front gate again for like the 16th time that night.
It's because I'm ugly, and I just
We can hear you too. Like it's
every time. I think
me
it's like
because
an
I'm
internal
ugly.
monologue.
It's like,
I always think
bruh,
it's an
no.
internal monologue, and it's always like loud.
I'm just like I'm holding the one that like I've got their ankle, and I just look at I hold them up, look at them. Where are the potatoes?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. Well, and then I do the thing I did last time where I reach behind their ear and pull a little roll out of their ear and hand it to them. And then I just let go.
Disappears into the snow.
Yep.
And then the wave circles the hole in the snow and flushes down it like a drain.
Yep.
And there's just a little mound of snow that begins to run around, sliding around town. With a very faint,
simultaneously
muffled yell.
Love and hate that mental image.
Right?
They should have made a left turn at Albuquerque.
It's
Yep.
so good.
They
And I,
the mound crashes into the side of the hall, backs up. Beep beep beep.
And I after they disappear, I kind of look around at the crowd, realize that Folka still hasn't come out of her hut, walk across the street and tap on her door. Wake up, you
Folka.
cat.
Folka.
I am out of my fucking head. I am on, it's what, like 10 in the morning? Or no, it's 10 in the
No.
evening?
Around there.
Ish.
Yeah.
I'm on like my 23rd cup of dark roast cocaine. And I'm like all wide-eyed and like hair everywhere, and I've got like my bathrobe on. It's got like a bunch of patches on it and my pink bunny slippers, and I hear the tap on the door and it's like and I shuffle over to open the door.
Folka, it's just me.
The fuck do you want?
Slicky ran out of town again.
What the fuck do you want me to do about it?
I don't know. I had to just make sure that you were still alive. You've had a lot of coffee.
Nothing's gonna kill me.
That's probably true.
I've lived to the ripe old age of 17. I'm gonna kick until I'm like 40.
I just like
This
reach in
shit-
the snowbank next to the door and grab
It's
another
a
Gerblin children by the ankle.
Preservative.
What is it? It's all you. No longer part of the collective. What do I do?
I just hold on to it while I'm talking to Folka.
What did you my teeth? What is this magic? Oh, the blood is rushing to my head. Whee! Ah,
It's long night. Do you think we're gonna run into that weirdo from the sky again?
Fucking hope not. That guy's a twat.
yeah, twat, 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 twat.
And his sister.
Fuck, twat.
She's a bitch.
Twat. Bitch, fuck, twat, bitch, fuck. Ah,
I just dropped the Gerblin in the snowbank.
It makes a very like a bloop. I can't do the
Yep. There you go.
I was looking at the stream and was like, oh man, I wish Cedar was upside down as they were like swaying back and forth as it switched to upside down, and it made my night.
Wait, did it? Did you actually do that, Aphi? Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Please do it every time.
I will.
Well, come on, you old bat. Let's go get some food.
Not a
Tater.
bat.
Tater, what are you doing?
Meanwhile, in the Great Hall, in front of the fireplace, there's a silhouette that looks really strange. It's got a bunch of sticks poking out one side. It looks like it's made up out of about 3 or 4, or maybe 5 or 7 beasts. No one can tell. And around it is a swarm of Gerblin children.
yeah, but
Coming from the silhouette.
Wait, do it.
You hear, 1 second, my friends. You're about to hear a great song.
Yeah.
And they just explode outwards.
And a potato hits the ceiling, and the Gerblin kids all start giggling because that's where the potatoes went in my bagpipes.
Yay! Yay! Do it again. Oh,
Another potato takes off.
The ceiling is just covered in
Mashed potatoes.
parboiled potatoes, like half like it's a looks like a mashed potato pancake and then like half of a potato, and they're slowly finally unsticking from the ceiling, and the Gerblins are just down below at the table holding their soup waiting for them to fall.
Like a swarm of piranhas.
Yes. That's funny because that's what the wave of Gerblin children have been described as.
Literally, at the end,
Eating cocaine.
Folka was tossing them Xanax, which is a completely holistic remedy, out of her pocket. And they were...
They were like doused in weed too, if I remember correctly.
They were sprinkled in weed dust. That I got from
I
Jersey.
believe orange flavors were described too. Notes of orange or
Tangerine.
something. Yeah, tangerine. Thank you. Yeah.
They're tangerine with weed dust.
Anybody
Slicky,
who's
when
outside.
did you get back?
Oh no, poor Slicky.
Slicky, get over here. Look, I'm
I-
old. Don't make me chase you. I've had a lot of fucking cocaine today.
I would.
She can run really fast. You'd be surprised.
So can
I can keep up with the wave of goblin children, so get over here.
Don't make any sudden movements, Slicky.
A snow mound just like goes rushing past.
We both just reach in and pick one up.
I know I would just very like sheepishly like.
Free me. Free me.
I pull another roll out of their ear,
Oh.
stuff it in their face, drop them back in the snowbank.
Bloop, bloop.
They leave perfect imprints in the snowbank too.
Yep, Gerblin-shaped holes. The mound swings by and picks them up. You see, like, it goes around the corner of the backside of the longhouse, the hall, and you just see an explosion of smoke, some cymbals crashing, a robotic cat yowling, and a fit of giggles.
It moves by echolocation, but only half the time.
There you go.
Slicky, you're being beckoned back into Gerblin Town by Folka.
I would.
And Twist. Twist is
And
nice.
Twist. And Tater.
I would. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right. You got. I'm talking to the Steel Defender. You got this. You can do this. I'm looking at my
potato
reflection in its eyes. Like,
A potato comes flying at you out of the bagpipe because Tater's just cleared the rest of the bagpipe out and hits the Steel Defender on the head.
I would, after diving into the snow, because now, never mind, there I'm being attacked, right?
Hang on.
God damn it.
High or low, Slicky,
Oh, hi.
to be taken by the Gerblin children? High?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
High or low?
Hi,
For
hi,
the-
hi.
High to be taken or high to not be taken in the
Yes.
wave?
Yes.
Okay. You as you are diving into the snowbank, you see a mound pass through just before you make impact, and you land softly in powdered snow, unheated and unimpeded by the wave of Gerblin children, just by that much.
Unstampeded.
Unstampeded, untaken in the current.
Okay. I would eventually gather my courage and make a 17th attempt to go back in.
I've like hobbled over to him at this point. I'm just kind of like leaning on my quarterstaff, looking down at the perfect slicky shaped hole he's made in the snow. Because
Slicky,
that
you
is
look up.
that is a genetic trait. It's not just the
Yes.
children, it's us too.
It's
Yeah.
a Gerblin. It's a Gerblin thing.
Yes.
We also do
all
it with
cats
walls.
land on their feet, and all Gerblins leave perfect holes.
Yes.
Yes,
Exactly.
perfect Gerblin-shaped holes, down to the very hairs on our head,
Mm-hmm.
or our legs,
Both.
or our backs,
Everywhere.
or
Under
our
our
all
backs.
over.
With, in focus case, our
Butts.
backs.
Gerblins operate on Looney Tune logic.
Yes,
Yes, yes,
yes.
they
When in
do.
doubt, Looney Tune. Yes, in this universe, yes, absolutely. Slicky, you look up through the little hole that you've dove into, and you see. What are you wearing underneath the bathrobe, Folka? Are you wearing underpants?
Yes, I'm wearing fucking granny panties. They're like pulled up to my titties, which isn't hard because my titties are down to my knees.
Yeah, you see that
Got it.
from below.
All right.
And
They're
pink
tucked
fuzzy,
in.
pink bunny
They're tucked
slippers.
into the
They're
under-
tucked
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To protect from chafing on the nipple area.
yeah.
Yeah. Got you.
Out of your
Uh,
pocket, a little red squirrel hand comes up with some baby powder.
Oh, thank you. Just put that in the middle there.
And it-
You know,
little-
sometimes they
little-
wig together and they get a little
Little
chafed.
thumbs up, and then and then disappears back into your pocket.
I would just pop out of the snow. It's just like, huh? Mm-hmm. and then I would salute. I think just I don't like he would it'd be one of those like, what are you doing? Like I'd be like, ah, and then I think I would just start. Yes, then I would start to go into town.
Wait, you're going into town now. You're not running out. You're going in.
No. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Awkward, real awkward walk. Even like the robot is like way more less awkward.
I feel like
it's
that's
just
really
following
fucking
me like
easy.
it's just tagging along, and I'm moving like.
The 9th course bell rings from the hall. And anybody who's out in the street starts quickly quickly making their way back towards the hall. The wave of Gerblin children following closely behind, up from the snow.
Somehow Twist has Tater by the ankle now and is just like walking towards the Great Hall.
Hey.
Bagpipes honking and wink and like honking and squawking all the whole way. All put your arms in the air.
Like a wacky inflatable tube guy.
Yep, little inflatable tube man. We all hang upside down here. Fuege, everyone's going towards this big building, and there's a little group making their way along with a very large, not a very large, like a fairly large, manticore lizard-like dog automaton. You've definitely seen automatons.
Mm-hmm.
Making their way downtown, close to you, go into the Gerblin Hall.
It's on bagpipes though.
Yeah.
Fuege will tie off Garfunkel's lead so that he doesn't wander off.
He's
then
immediately brought a bowl for 9th course.
Perfect.
And a bowl of nice warmish water.
And then he will grab Rupert and put him up onto his shoulder. Kind of grab some of his stuff it into his bag, sling it over his shoulder, and just scurry off after the others. He is small because he's a child. He also is wearing clothes that are clearly not meant for a goblin. They're clearly meant for larger creatures, so they're all just like
Chibs.
bunched up on different limbs and tied in various places, and extra belts and stuff. Like not huge, but absolutely meant for a creature larger than a goblin. But he will grab his stuff and take off after this crowd of people going inside.
All right. You all entering the hall together?
I like grab Slicky by the elbow, and I'm like digging around in my pocket of my robe.
Oh
Look,
yay! Our first weird candy, our weird pocket candy roll of the night. Okay.
I dread what's happening.
Look.
Visible dread.
You're really stressing me out with your nonsense. So I need you to just take this and put it in your mouth hole. And you look down at your palm as I like put it in your hand, and it is a sort of like octagon shaped pressed supplement of some sort. And you can see that there is an H kind of like scratched with a sharp fingernail onto the top of it. It's covered in pocket lint and weed dust and a little bit of squirrel pubes. Oh, sorry about that. And I like pick those off and beat them and then hand it to you again.
Oh,
there you go. Just take that and you're gonna fucking calm down because you're really like harshing my buzz right now.
You feel a tug at your pant leg, Slicky.
Put it in your mouth
from underneath
hole.
the table.
I look down in horror. What's there?
It's a little Gerblin child.
It wants the drugs.
And it's pointing in its mouth. It's like,
I don't. Okay. So, I'm trying to think which is the most appropriate here. I don't want to call the roll, but would it
You
be
want to
like
make a sleight of hand?
It's either a sleight of hand to do it or like a wisdom saving throw to resist the psychological, oh god, what's easier to put it in my mouth or not?
would be a
I don't know
wisdom
which
save.
is it's either I have to
Make a-
mentally fortify myself or maybe if I pass then I drug it. I don't know. I don't want
Make a persuasion check, Folka. Make a persuasion check or an intimidation check, whichever you prefer. And Slicky, go for a wisdom saving throw. Or no, a charisma saving throw.
Shit.
9.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me do the bad
9?
one then.
Okay.
But I used mom logic and be like, you're gonna eat this. You're just gonna put it in your mouth.
Okay. Well, if it was the other one, it would have been 18. Instead, it's a 5 with a -1. It's a 5.
That's a fail.
So I probably just I don't even know if you get a chance to pull the pubes out before I panic and just
Okay,
shove it in
ma'am.
my mouth. Like if, with a, I mean, I'm probably like, like you just like,
The peer pressure was too much.
It's just
Yeah.
this and yes, ma'am.
yeah, like yes, ma'am. It's like
Didn't
just
chew and
instantly,
swallow.
yeah.
So you're paralyzed
man.
for a minute because it's whole person.
Cool.
I knew it.
This is oh god.
As soon as you said H, I was like,
So is this like like sleep paralysis then, where it's like literally I am now in a social situation where I cannot move my body, and everybody's just like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like,
So it's like
And nobody notices.
it's you all
because
the
this
time
seems
Yeah.
if you're not
standard for
running
Slicky.
away though.
mhm.
And it's, instead of a sleep paralysis demon, it's like a wave of Gerblin
Yeah.
children.
Oh,
that climb
God.
On top of you.
Yup.
They just
Folka.
like slowly spiral up him. And
Ain't
then
nothing
back
wrong
down.
here.
You
Nothing
can't
weird about
see him
this.
anymore.
Look, you're really stressing me out with how much you've run out of town, okay? So I'm just gonna hold you here for a minute so you can calm the fuck down. And then we're gonna smoke some weed, and you're gonna have some coffee and some potato soup, and you're just gonna relax, okay?
I love when you do that.
I think he's looking calmer already.
Blink once if you understand what I'm saying.
I'm blinking so fucking hard. There's so many blinks and they're all real intense blinks.
There's just
Blink
like big fat tears just rolling down his face and sweat.
I
It's like
pull
Morse
out-
code of blinks. It's like one eye is doing it. Sometimes they're in sync, and it's just blinking.
One iris is like big, like grows bigger than the other because you're just so.
What's the worst? The worst part of it, like, is like aside from the link in the pubes, the lint in the pubes of it, it probably like still probably tasted okay.
It tastes like tangerine.
It's like it's just like.
It's got a citrusy aftertaste.
And then
It's
it-
nice.
As you're
Oh,
like
it's the devil's
blinking
candy.
really hard in
What do you-
tears, I like pull out first like a hanky, but the hanky's like covered in shit. And I don't want that. And I'll pull out
Shit?
a
Like
Werther's.
actual fecal matter?
Maybe. Make an investigation check. And I put the Werther's, like, I just kind of open his mouth and like push it between his teeth and then close his mouth. Okay, there you go.
Meanwhile, I feel like everybody would just kind of hear, like, I feel like anytime you're in a small town, especially like this, where it's like everybody has to know everybody here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So to hear Fuege's voice, very not quietly, he's absolutely going from like person to person, being like,
Hello, my name is Fuege Booyagh, and I am here for the festivities.
and just like introducing himself to each individual person.
They all like they're all shaking your
We
hand
all
and
know
introducing
your
themselves
name
back.
like 3 names in. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
everybody knows
Yep.
who you are already.
But yet everybody shakes your hand back if you're offering your hand to shake.
Yeah.
So, doing like the chibs do. Okay.
He's also then going,
And this is Rupert. Say hi, Rupert.
and
Hi,
then Rupert
Rupert.
is like extending a hand and like grabbing a finger and shaking it.
Take some food. Would you like some food?
Yes, I would
I
like
heard you
to.
do not speak Gerblin.
I don't. I am happy to learn.
And we will teach you the most important Gerblin words, starting with the word fuck. Come along.
I actually know that word. It's the same in Draconic and Dwarvish and Giant.
Really? It's
Yeah.
fuck. It's fuck in Gerblin.
Yeah. Well, so in Dwarvish it's fuck, and in Giant it's fuck. In Draconic it's fuck.
In
But it's
Gerblin,
the same
it's
word.
fuck. It's fuck. It's more of an inflection on the
Fuck. Fuck.
than like really crunchy on it. You see, fuck.
And
The
whole
wave of
person
Gerblin
drops.
children is like
Down.
doing that, is like saying it.
Fuck.
Uh,
Do you want some bread?
Yeah, I like bread.
Do you want some soup?
What
Potatoes.
kind of soup?
Potato soup.
I like potato soup. Yeah. That
We also
sounds good.
have vegetarian stew and beef stew and boar stew. Totally not made out of the boards from the sky. It's fine.
No, but we made the vegetarians
much
into the vegetarian soup. There was
Was
this
it
pack of vegetarian druids outside of town. They were being weird, so we killed them and they're in the soup now.
I would like not that one.
Don't listen to her. She's on a
It's
lot
actually
of
like
drugs.
just all the same soup in different pots.
Well, no, the vegetarian one is also vegan. The potato soup is vegetarian but not vegan because we use cream.
Okay.
People are literally like they're so excited to see a new person.
So, and they're all asking like, so what's it like out there right now? Oh, yeah, we haven't seen anybody new in a while. It's not your Gerblins.
Yeah. So it's cold.
Yes.
And so apparently it's bad.
Yes.
The
Chibs is going nuts.
yeah,
Chibs is
there's
off their
there's
acorns.
there's like bad stuff out there.
Yeah.
But it's okay though, cause I'm gonna be a hero, and I'm gonna train up, and then I'll be able to stop it. So it should be fine.
Okay. How'd you do that?
You look like a hero.
You do look like a hero.
I'll
Inspects
figure
his
it out.
ear.
You do that. You got your very ornate
Mouth up
clothing.
nose.
Your very
Thank
ornate
you.
clothing suggests
Thank you.
that
This
you
is-
are indeed important.
Thank you. It's from my dead family.
Everybody, this is a Fuege Booyagh. He's a visiting dignitary. Be nice. No stick bonking. No person. We only do that to people we know. Bonk.
Wave of Gerblin children right now kind of looks like a hand and it's holding a stick and they're just like, oh.
They're holding it over you.
it's like the
And
little
they-
microbots from Big Hero 6.
Yes.
Yep.
They slither back away. They slither down and underneath the table and disappear, making like the sound that a cord on a vacuum cleaner makes when it's being sucked back into its into its carapace.
Yep.
Slightly sinister hiss.
Yes.
Fuege will find like a spot to sit and get some food, and is just kind of like looking around at everybody.
You are sitting between a very decrepit, very interestingly, very caffeinated smelling old lady Gerblin, and a just a little guy who just will not look up from the table with his little
Massive bowl of stew in front of him.
yes, piled high with bread and potatoes and anything else that's on this table. Like literally, it's a bowl of soup, but then they it's like somebody used it as a trencher, and it's full of everything. Your plate is also piled high. Everybody like shoving like yummy sweets and savories towards you.
All potato based.
Not all of them. Some of them. But most of them, yes. It's
I've lived
winter.
here. Look, kid, I've lived here long enough to know that everything's potato based.
There's a reason why you're not allowed in the kitchen anymore.
Where do you get the starch from, you little smartass?
She do? Oh. Uh-oh. My spinach puffs.
Oh no, they're canon here too.
Spinach puffs are eternal.
Yep.
So you're Fuege? Fuege.
Fuege, yeah.
Fuege.
Fuege Booyagh?
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
Your goblin not fallen yet because your voice is real high.
I'm sorry?
What?
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 You can't. What?
Here, have a candy.
Okay.
Don't do it.
You know what? Slicky, make a wisdom saving throw to see if you will have the willpower to step in on this, however you may want to.
I rolled a 20. So if this is like roughly the time limit, you just hear.
Oh yeah, it's expired.
Yeah, it would just be like, "Oh God, don't do it!"
You feel invigorated.
Oh yeah, jazzed.
Would
I'm still. It's a terrible thrill. It's just like my heart is pumping, but it's
Endorphins
like
are rushing through your
oh God,
tiny
yeah,
little
but I'm
body.
still like
Would
my eyes
you-
are so freaking dilated right now.
Yep.
Fucking relax, man. It's just a look. It's got an L on it. It's not even the same one.
Wait, so I shouldn't eat the candy?
Look, I'll eat it, and I pop it.
Anybody else who wants to make a either an Arcana or investigation check to see what the hell Folka has.
I rolled a natural 1. I'm gonna go again just to feel alive and anything but dread. Real quick, this is a problem for everybody.
Yes.
16 Arcana check.
16.
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
I'm busy with the kids. I'm like pulling rolls out of their ears.
They are very excited about it, and anybody anybody you give a bread roll to is immediately pounced upon.
Yeah, that's why Twist does it, because it's funny.
It's like a never-ending line. It's like they've become like one of those like eternal circles, you know, like the donut of Everspin.
Yes,
Tater,
the
what'd you get?
Ouroboros.
Yes.
The goblins eating their own rolls.
Well,
Yes.
I'm not entirely certain how to do the dice on here, so I just did a normal dice roll, which is a 12, which is not probably going to do much of anything. And I think for either Arcana or
Add
the
your
other, I've got like a +1.
okay.
Yeah, so 13, which is I don't think Tater knows much.
I got a 3, sweetie. So
So
As
what's
I
a
like
6?
pop it and swallow it, I open my mouth and my whole mouth is like lit up. It's a light spell.
You should probably ask her what the letters stand for before you put it in your mouth. Just say.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that 16 has got a pretty decent understanding of what this may or may not be based off of the effects that it has had on you. So please,
But look,
please.
it was just to make his mouth light up. Like I thought it was funny.
That's really. I can do that.
I like look around and I grab one of the rolls, and I will cast prestidigitation on the roll, and then just kind of like put it in my mouth, and I'm just like, and it's just like
Your mouth is sparkly.
little sparks shooting out of my
Yeah.
mouth.
I put like a
Whoa.
spotlight on you
Children
with
are
my mouth.
immediately mesmerized.
And
Their
you do
eyes
like
get
fireworks
really
out of
big.
your mouth.
Their eyes get really big, like a moth
Hey.
to flame. They are gathered around you.
You want to see a trick I know? Here,
Wait,
give me a
before you
second.
do that, I got a really
Yeah.
important that was prestidigitation, right?
Yeah,
Can you like prestidigitation my ass?
sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
What do you want it to smell like?
It's been a year.
Swamp ass.
Just clean.
Swamp
Okay.
ass. Swamp ass. Swamp ass. Swamp
Alright,
ass.
thank you.
Swamp ass.
It smells very strongly of vanilla.
Vanilla ass. This is fantastic.
You feel a nose nudging at your butt like a dog.
Hey. Whack him with a stick.
It's one of the Gerblin. It's one of the Gerblin
Of course
children.
it is.
They go flying across the room.
Fuege will grab one of the rolls and he casts something over it, and then he hands it to you. He's like,
Try that.
Alright, now eat it. I
So,
don't care what it
one
does.
of the effects that you can do with prestidigitation is that you can flavor things. So that roll now tastes exactly like chocolate.
I've never had chocolate before. Well, there was this one time, but I don't think that was chocolate. That's really good.
Happy.
Yeah, I don't eat any food that tastes like the way it's supposed to anymore.
Tater, Slick, and Slicky and Twist make a perception check. I'm not gonna ask it of Folka and Fuege because they seem to be getting along and distracted very well with each other.
The oldest and the youngest.
Mhm.
Dirty
Thick as-
20 on my
Thick
end.
as thieves.
Oh.
Natural 1, so I got a 7.
Is that
altogether.
2 natural ones in a
I-
row?
Yeah.
I got an 18.
Nice.
I'm just not doing great.
No.
Not in a great space.
Slicky, you're stressed. You're not taking in. It's not quite tunnel vision. You're starting to kind of come back into your body.
He's got executive
you're
dysfunction
trying-
from the soup.
I have
trying.
Dinner the other
I have
night.
like a little like glass rectangle that I've been working on that my dad like had told one of his crazy things that he'd always talked about that never really existed. It's like a rectangle has like a carved out like apple on the back. And magical tinkering, like I can have like things like pre-programmed like 25 word sentences or something like that, and it's just like a little message from him, what we would consider like a voicemail of him just saying, it's just like, hey kid,
Oh my god.
you just need to, well, it would be like, hey kid, you just need to calm down, you got it, you're gonna be do great out there, don't worry.
Are you saying that
and
your father was Steve Jobs that got changed magically into a Gerblin?
not
and then-
not
and then-
Steve Jobs, but his father did keep claiming he was isekai'd and no one knew what that meant. I don't know if anybody here knows what that means by the looks on
I
the
do
faces.
because I've had to work with you on so many
Because
fucking
you
bullshit
know
things.
that Juni has an anime obsession. So this is a little anime goblin.
It's because I know that Juni has a
A little weeb.
problem.
Yeah. So he's hearing anime references secondhand. So he made a phone, but he doesn't know what it is, and he basically just has it repeating a voicemail from his dad repeatedly to calm himself down.
Get your
Tater.
fucking feels out of my Gerblin game. What the
opens-
fuck?
Opens the Calm app on his,
Yeah,
on his,
yeah.
on his little rock.
Tater.
It's
and
just the
Twist,
rock with glass. Yeah.
You while this is all taking place, you notice all this happening, of course. You notice the current whereabouts of the wave of Gerblin children, but you also both notice that a Gerblin that had just served soup to the table, had just come from the kitchen, come with a little apron on and everything, come out with little rosy cheeks and served a big old soup tureen of delicious, tasty soup, and was about to take the lid off, but very suddenly, out of nowhere, just gets punched in the side of the head and just gets spiked into the ground from another Gerblin that just came out of nowhere.
Benji, what you doing?
This is all the way at the other end of the hall. They probably can't hear you. It's very loud in here.
I'm moving very fast, so I'm like I'm like right over there.
Yeah.
You didn't see that.
No,
Folka.
I know.
Looking it too.
Okay.
There was like
Twist,
just an outline where Twist was.
yes. You look and Twist is gone. She gone.
A little smoke cloud
It's just
in
like
the shape.
ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding. Yep, just a little outline.
I'm playing the bagpipe to clear the way. As we come through.
Children are just like whooshed out of the way, and
What's happening?
It sounded like a bagpipe.
Oh, is that what that
Kinda.
was? You know, like,
Yeah,
Need to
but
give-
it's not in tune.
can you like
Twist, you make it.
prestidigitate my ears too? I think there's a wax built up.
Twist, you make it to the end of the table, and you find that the Gerblin that you have given a nomenclature of Benji is now on top of this little cooking Gerblin and is just going to
I just like
town.
bap him with my staff really hard.
Okay, roll an attack.
Uh, 19.
That hits. Roll damage.
7.
7 damage.
Yep.
You smack Benji in the back of his little skull, and he
Fucking kill
and
him.
just immediately stops. And his head slowly turns.
What are you doing? And why? What did Fred do to you?
Twist, I have a question for you as your DM.
God damn it. Why did I become group mom again? She wasn't group mom last time.
Yeah, she was.
Does an 18 beat or meet your armor class?
It meets it. My AC is 18.
You take 8 slashing damage as Benji launches himself at your face and begins scratching and shrieking and howling. By now, everybody, you seem to notice that there's some sort of a strange ruckus that doesn't belong in the rumpus.
Okay.
Somehow becomes louder in the room, everybody panicking, everybody yelling like,
What the fuck? What's going on?
Hey!
That's too mean. No, not for the longest night.
Stomp my quarterstaff. Loud tapping noise. Shut the fuck up!
Make a persuasion or an intimidate. If you roll above a 15, the howl will go silent.
Gonna use... Do I have my inspiration left over from last session?
Yes,
Nice.
I'll say that. Yeah, fuck it, why not?
16.
The hall goes silent. Except for Benji, who is still Tasmanian deviling himself all over the face of Twist.
I'm gonna try to grab him by the scruff of his little gerblin neck.
I'm hobbling that way. Come on, Fuege!
Is this the person? I don't know a whole lot about goblin festivals.
No, you're come
that
here. You're
normal?
gonna learn something. Get over here.
Okay.
Whether you want to or not.
I grab another roll and take a bite out of it. As
Go
I'm
ahead
following.
and make another attack roll there, Twist, too. Or a grapple check, if you want to. Either grapple or attack.
That is an 18 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
5.
Benji's out.
Okay. I was gonna say, if that doesn't do it, I'm gonna stunning strike his ass.
He's got you in a headlock, and he's got, like, some of your hair in his fist, and he's, like, punching
like-
down at your head.
And
And
you
you
just
just-
back him with my staff.
You just, like, fling your staff up, you hold by at the end of it, and you just go, and a very gong-like sound rushes through the hall, and then a loud creaking as if a building were creakily falling over.
It's just
And a-
Folka walking.
And then
That's just my back. It's my
and then a
little
bag
bag.
and then like a bag of
Come here,
cymbals just
Folka,
hits the
fix it
ground,
again.
and Benji hits the floor completely out cold.
Fred, what did you do?
Fred, the cooking gerblin, is laying on the floor, like,
I told you to. I didn't do nothing. He broke my nose. I brought
Yeah.
the soup. More soup is for course 10.
What was he doing right before you... Like... What were you doing right before?
I was in the kitchen.
And he just attacked you.
I didn't see him coming. He came up like a spider monkey. I can't see nothing. My eyes are swelling up. Is it
I
look
like-
bad?
Fred picks
I
up
can
their
help
head,
you.
and Fred's eyes are just like swollen shut, nose broken, and like smished into their face like a little pancake. Like,
I can't pass.
The girl Gerblins will find you very handsome.
What?
Yeah.
Or the
that.
boy goblins.
Or the boys, whichever
the
one you
theys.
choose.
I
Yeah.
you don't. You punched me in the face.
I reach down and I grab Benji by the ankle and like go over to like the fruit punch bowl and just like dunk his head in it to wake him up.
What? Oh, wow. Oh, woo, longest night.
Benji, what did you do that for?
I What?
And I like show him Frank or
Oh
Fred.
my god, it's Fred. Gobs, Fred, what happened to your face? You're fucked up.
You did that.
What?
You did
What?
that.
No, I didn't. I was eating my potatoes.
Look at your hands.
Oh, I'll be damned. Whoa. My head hurts.
Dunk him again so he wakes back up.
He doesn't wake up. There's just bubbles.
Yeah, I like take him out.
Punch up his nose.
You may or may not have given him a little more than a little head trauma. So
It's fine. He'll shake it off.
Okay, you got something that you can give him to like numb the pain a little bit?
I can't see. Half I can't see, can't cook.
Yeah. Come on, hang on. I'll look in this
My
pocket.
nose.
1
My
second.
mouth.
I'm looking. Would
I
you
can
shut the fuck up? I'm looking.
I
I
can
can't.
help.
You can't.
I know all sorts of things.
But you're new kid. How you? I've heard about
like-
you.
Doing the old thing again where I'm like in my pockets but pulling up my panties and like
Fuege.
adjusting everything down there.
So nice to see you again. I'm sorry that you have to see me in such a state. But I taste boogers and blood. Them.
Yeah, it looks like your nose is broken.
Yes.
Yeah, here you go. And I like shove that in his mouth.
Ow.
It tastes like bananas and a little bit of weed dust.
So I love it.
And
I love when it's just a
And
little
just
bit
like
of weed dust.
A little bit of like that, you know, that body funk?
Oh no.
Just a little bit of that. It takes 11 healing.
Oh, that's much better.
Gonna open his
Fuege,
eyes
can
again finally.
no, only one of them.
Fuege, thank you for helping me, Fuege. You did such a good job.
The fuck? It was me. You ate some of my candy.
I didn't do anything.
I thought I tasted the faintest taste of cocaine.
Cocaine.
That would be that one.
That's me.
Yeah. If you spend any time here, you'll get to know Folka way too much, just like the rest of us.
I prestidigitate a roll to taste like chocolate and just put it into their mouth.
Ooh, that's real good. Don't let the Gerblin, don't let the wave see that.
Yeah, he's probably right. You don't want the Gerblins to see
Not the wave, no.
the wave. No.
If they find out that chocolate can taste of bread, then they'll be. Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down now.
I can make
someone-
anything taste like that, though. It's not.
Some-
It's so easy.
Yeah, but then if they find out, they're gonna imprison you and force you to turn everything into chocolate, and then you'll have no life.
Well, maybe not as extreme as that, but if they were left to their own devices, maybe. I'm gonna go lay down. Someone else will have to take care of finishing the 10th course. So, I hate to be a party pooper, but he takes off his apron. But I'm gonna go sleepy because I'm in pain.
Was it potato soup?
No, the soup's there. There's a salad. It's a pasta salad and a potato salad.
The last course.
The pasta salad is made from potato noodles.
We start.
Do it backwards.
We start with dessert.
It's actually a
Wait,
very European thing.
The potato polka. I forgot about
Oh,
that.
Fuege, you're gonna learn. Pinch your cheeks. You're gonna learn so much staying in Gerblin Town.
One of them is just ambrosia salad.
No, we don't do that
With
Midwestern
potatoes,
bullshit.
so many potatoes.
That's a
not
kobold thing.
Midwestern, no.
It is absolutely Midwestern garbage.
It's
That's
Midwestern.
a kobold delicacy. We don't bring that into Goblin Town.
What's the matter with you, Twist? Did they get to you too? And I like whack her on the head with a stick.
Hey,
As an attack?
no.
No,
I
just
move
like the
faster than you.
Just like Rafiki?
yeah. Like,
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
well, I mean, we've already established that like there's a friendly stick whacking on the head
Yep.
thing. That's
Yep.
that's what it is.
That's why everybody has hung up their sticks.
I needed to walk
Extract
around.
Folka.
You wouldn't take a walking stick from an old lady, would you?
It depends on how core the stick is, to be fair.
It's just a stick.
Well, then probably
Look,
not.
it's even hollow because I use it sometimes for other things.
That seems entirely too long for what I feel like you would use it for.
Well, see, it's only this little pot up here. And, like, you can twist it and it gets a little, like, thinner and then you...
Slicky.
Mm-hmm.
I have just
Right
met you,
beside
and I
you.
am very concerned for your health.
Slicky, the seats around you have been vacated for the whole ruckus that's going on, which should not be going on during a rumpus. Let's be honest here.
Of course.
Another ruckus seems to have started up to your left,
Oh no.
and you see Tammy and Barbara
Oh no.
beating the ever-living shit out of Karen.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it's
no
fine.
loss.
It's just a Karen.
I am stunned. I don't know what to do. Do I
Everyone,
do
all
anything?
the other Gerblins are like,
No, stop that. No, you stop that. No, it's such a... Oh, he punched me in the fucking face, you bitch.
I'm looking around,
Should we
basically
do something
asking,
about that?
should we do
Yeah,
something
probably.
about this?
I don't
probably
know if
should.
these fights are part of the festivities, and I would hate to poop on a party.
You know,
We're
sometimes you
not
just gotta
usually
poop
this
on a
festive.
potty. But also, back to
Don't-
what you
no.
said before. You don't need to worry about my health. I'm as preserved as Keith Richards. You know, the famous bard, Gerblin. Keith
Rumored to
Richards.
be a lich. Yes, go on.
Yep, yep.
Hello?
I wanted to roll to see if I heard him, like, how close I am to Fuege, and I just feel like I would have heard say something about, like, poop on a party, and it's just
no,
like,
you have heard it. You heard it.
yeah, so it's just like, are we supposed to poop on them?
No,
Do we
no,
have to-
no pooping. Not this time.
I mean, it might make him
Are we-
stop.
We passed
All
the
right.
fifth course. No
The
pooping
brawl
past
the brawl
fifth
has
course.
been joined the brawl has been joined as Enrique and Alvaro enter the fray.
What is going on with everybody
I
tonight?
feel like
Folka,
we
did
should
you put something
probably
in the
do
soup
something
again?
about this.
I've been in my house all day. What the fuck you talking about?
Well, they usually only act like this when you give them the special stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And
I would
I re-
not.
Twist. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I remember that time that you had the pill that put you in two places at once, Folka, so I think the fact you were home doesn't mean much. Just saying.
13.
Irrelevant, because that was your vision, not me actually being in two places at once.
Twist,
Right.
Twist, you suddenly have the overwhelming urge to golf swing your quarterstaff right at Folka's head.
That makes sense.
Make an attack roll.
Oh no. Okay. Hang on. I'm on the wrong screen. 12.
Misses.
Folka, you're as you are wont to do. Your whole body kind of moves as you talk, as you're slowly making your way to the other side of the hall to stop this ruckus that is currently ruining the rumpus again. And you look just in time, and you duck, your head disappearing inside of your torso just before a whoosh. Twist's quarterstaff just whishes right over your head.
The fuck, Twist?
I don't know. Suddenly I
Is
felt
this
the need
supposed
to
to be
rearrange your
happening?
face.
I mean, I get it. It's a pretty good face, and I know you're jealous, but...
Barbara
Try to
is
control
suddenly
yourself.
knocked into your arms, Slicky.
I have no idea what to do with this.
That's it. Let me at her. Let me at her. Let me at her. Put me down.
Don't let her at her.
I
Calm me
push her at her.
down.
I don't know what to do
No!
other than that. Like, it would just.
She launches herself off of you.
This is the longest night, yeah?
It's gonna be a long night at this rate.
Which
Maybe
which
I should
often
leave.
brings forth some weird shit
I would
because
make
the
eye
veil's
contact.
so thin, yeah?
Also because of your drugs, but I mean, that's a
I
moot
didn't
point.
put. I would never, ever break the sanctity of the longest night feast. Ever.
Everybody in the hall
That
pauses.
And now
You
that
hear
I have your
one cough.
attention, everybody go the fuck home. Now,
He started it.
I don't give a fuck.
It's like the Aristocats when they're attacking the butler.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And he's like
And-
trying to listen to the
Quiet. and then it starts up again, just utter chaos. People,
All right.
the Gerblins in the hall, the table is rocking. The wave of Gerblin children. You see like little eyes, like
Hey, kids,
What?
take the adults
Oh.
back home.
He got me.
Look, that one can make chocolate out of anything, and he'll do it if you go.
Use the Gerblin train. And by that I mean all of you.
Do the
Go.
children do the children need like help taking like the
No.
adults home?
No.
They
They
took
don't.
on a god. They don't need help.
Folka, wisdom saving throw.
You're a cleric.
But I roll like shit. 13.
That's such a
you,
high bonus.
You feel as if Tater would look much better with her face smashed into the wall.
Hey, Tater, come here a sec.
No, you've had too many drugs. I am not coming
Come
near
here
you.
seconds.
No.
I got
Y'all
something
watch
for
in
you.
abject horror as Folka begins to slowly decrepitly make her way like a disgusting, creaky slinky towards
just, like,
Tater.
Grab Folka and like rearrange her back so it's like feels better, but she stops moving.
Oh, that feels good. I'm 3 inches taller again. Oh.
And now you punch her in the spine, exactly where you just rearranged it. Roll an attack.
Ugh.
That's 13.
Misses.
Sorry,
Tater,
14.
wisdom saving throw. Tater.
Fuege's just standing there like,
Wisdom
Maybe
saving
it
throw
was a
for me.
bad decision
Okay, one
to come
second
to
here.
the Goblin Festival.
I-
Maybe I should leave.
From underneath and while this is happening, from underneath the table, Slicky, you feel your a pant leg being tugged on, and Fuege, you feel your very big rumply sleeve being
Ah.
tugged on.
How?
They going nuts. Get down here. Join the wave. We get you out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, I instantly do it.
Oh.
Oh no, it's all good. Okay, that was a 20.
You
plus
both get
minus
sucked
1, so
Looney Tune
19.
style underneath the table, and you become a part of the wave. We'll get to
Oh.
that. Tater, you resist. Tater,
Yeah.
you feel a strange urge to apply your bagpipes to the vulnerable anus of Twist.
Oh,
But you realize
Blow
It's
it
like,
at your ass,
wow.
asshole.
it's like, wow, that's a weird intrusive thought.
when possible, I would like to sleight of
Hashtag
hand
butt
something
lights.
to Fuege, because I think there's too much for me to like try to talk to them.
Yeah.
But I think I would try to like hand them something
You-
in the moment if I had or try to toss it, whatever it would be, to just
Don't worry.
give them something.
Don't worry. We'll say that this is prior to you both being sucked into the wave of Gerblin children. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I would just try
Like
to hand.
just a moment prior. Yes.
Yeah, it would just be like a card would slide to you, and it'd be a little card, and when you flip it in very like nice font that kind of reads itself aloud
mhm.
as you do it. It's another one of my magical tinctures. Is like, hello, my name is Slicky. Would you like to leave here, please, with me? like I noticed you were also trying to panic exit, and I'd be like, the only other person I know is in the same boat as me, and it would just be, and it'd be like a little checkbox, yes or no, and it's just furious eye contact, looking at you like, will you leave with me so I can leave?
The
Will
Gerblin
you
child
go with me?
that is imploring you join them is like,
Fuege will prestidigitate to create a non-magical trinket or illusory image that would fit in my hand, and I hand him back a business card that says, "Hello, my name is Fuege Booyagh, occupation future hero.
We're passing business cards. This is
and then
legitimately a
and then
thing.
he
This is
gets sucked
fantastic.
into
Yes.
the wave.
Yeah. No, we totally exchanged
the
magical
Gerblin
business
child
cards.
is like tennis matching the two of you and just like shrugs, grabs both of your forearms and sucks you in to the wave of Gerblin children. And this is just as Tater feels this overwhelming urge to shove their bagpipes up Twist's arse. Twist, you've just attempted to punch Folka in the spine. Folka, you are dangerously close to introducing the face of Tater to the wall, and that is where we're going to take a break. Just as the doors are thrown open wide, as the wave of Gerblin children finds its way and rushes out into the night.
Whee!
Sucks
We'll be
the
back.
adults with them out into the night.
Window. Oh.
Hello, we're back.
Did we even go anywhere? We don't know.
I mean, we toddled off. I got some more water and went pee.
The real break was the friends we made along the way.
And then we broke their faces.
Mm-hmm.
It was unfortunate.
Speak for
They
yourself.
just wanted.
I'm riding a wave of children.
You are
That's why you're on a
a
list.
part.
You
Of the
are a
wave.
child.
I am a child.
You both are a part of the wave right
That's why I'm
now.
wearing my
Gerblin
onesie.
blob. You've been
No,
absorbed.
it's not a blob, it's a wave.
Mm.
It
It's
has
not
a
a blob.
title. It's
It's-
capitalized in everything.
Yes, it's the wave. Cowabunga. Booyakasha.
So
It's
take us away.
pronounced Fuege Booyagh.
Booyakasha.
Because I'm tight.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Take us away, Cedar.
I am. I'm just trying to decide if we follow along the wave or if we stick with the trio here. Let's stick with the trio here. Tater, you ran it to resist. You,
I just
You
had the
know-
funniest notion, you guys. Not gonna tell you about it though, but it was weird.
you watch and you come to this conclusion and you look and you watch as Twist and Folka are grappling each other, headlocks and sticks and arguing and swearing and like
Are you
Just-
two wrestling again?
Get off me for a minute. I
Sorry.
gotta do something. And then I like push her away and like slam my quarterstaff down in the ground again. And I cast Magic Circle.
okay, what does that do?
Now, normally on non-long nights, it would only be about 10 feet radius.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's the longest night. Maybe it's a little bigger.
11.
I cast it to ensure that anyone within the cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by anything.
Charmed, frightened, or possessed. Okay. Let's see. You know what? Roll. What's the
Think-
radius on it again? The cylinder?
It's 10 feet
Based on you?
and 10 feet tall. Yes.
Okay.
But like a
let's-
huge 10 feet. Like it's a really big 10 feet.
Yeah. Let's.
It's a long night.
It's the longest night, so let's roll. Let's have you roll a d12 because the d12s don't get enough love.
I
To see.
agree. And that's a 7.
7 times 5, 35. So in the 35 additional feet, the nearly the entirety of the feasting hall's table is consumed by your magic circle, spreading out. Tell us what this looks like. Paint me a word picture.
So as I like slam my staff down, there's like a little poof of like whitish powder that like pops out of the top, and it kind of
It's
like
cocaine.
spreads out.
It's
But because of the wave of Gerblin children, it kind of gets kicked
Oh,
up.
the
and
the wave is
carried
already gone.
further. That's what I mean. Because of the air displacement of them moving so quickly, it gets
gotcha.
spread out
Science.
even further. So it
Mhm.
goes like 35 feet away around me and 35 feet up. So even the shitheads in the rafters are getting like,
It's
High.
just
They're
it's
getting
just
high.
cocaine on the wind of the wave of Gerblin children.
Just another normal
That's
long
such
night.
a good album.
Yeah. It's such a great album. It's a great band.
Cocaine on the wave of Gerblin children.
So you said that anybody within this magic circle cannot be charmed,
frightened or possessed by a celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead.
Say those creatures again.
Oh, damn it. I wish you'd have not said the qualifiers.
Elemental, fae, fiend, or undead.
So much math is happening. So much mental math is happening right now. Does it count as a fae, fiend,
no idea.
a biscuit? Look at it. Look, there's like this Venn diagram that's happening right now in Cedar's head, where it's like, where does this fall in?
If it is what I think it is, it would fall under either a fae or a fiend, possibly an elemental.
That's half the options.
I know. That's why I cast this.
That's a tough one.
Please stand by. The GM is buffering.
Oh, God.
Tonight we're sponsored by Canadian Dice.
You can go to canadiandice.ca, use the code TheVectaire, all one word, for 15% off of your order. Or if you'd rather donate to charity, you can donate to Extra Life using our link in chat.
What's Maggie's dice pick of the week, Aphi? And what would you name it if you could rename it?
Maggie actually did send me a dice pick, but because I didn't have graphics for it, I didn't do it. So give me 1 second, and I'll scroll up on our conversation to get to that while the GM is still buffering. Oh, there's
While two things are happening. Watch Warlocks and Waffles on Mondays and Fridays. Two things are happening, processing at the same time.
We also got a hydrate and a posture.
Oh my god,
so many things are happening at the same time.
How dare you? I have so many liquids in this office, and very few of them are water.
I already got water. Yeah.
Maggie's dice pick of the week is Wrath of Nature, which I feel is a little bit on the nose for this. It is a sharp-edged resin dice. It is green with gold sparkles in it and gold lettering, and there are only 3 sets left. So get it while you can.
Fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to take a moment here. We're going to freeze the world here, the universe here. And we are going to zero in on this table of players, GMs, and DMs.
Is this
This is completely out of character, yes.
What's
over the
happening
table?
right now?
We are
What
now
are we
over the
doing?
table,
We are
out of character moose.
moosing.
We are all now moose. We are all now moose. It is a
Very
lovely...
cute muse. Make all the other muse go mwah.
So,
I don't get the reference.
What?
So that's just
that's okay.
Princess,
It's Princess
Diaries.
Diaries.
Motherfucker. If I could
Anne
zoom in,
Hathaway.
I'm gonna zoom around you.
Anne Hathaway. It's actually
Uh-oh.
it's actually quite a very fun film, and you probably
It's
would
very
like
cute. It's
It's honestly Chris Pine's best work.
it. Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't say best work, but like pretty good
That's fair.
work.
It's good. work.
I do think it's wild that we haven't had a new one made yet when both Chris Pine and Anne Hathaway are so clearly ready to do nonsense things.
Yes.
I love that for them though, but we can
tangent
discuss that
back.
on another.
What's
yeah.
going on?
We're at the
Why are
table.
we
We are
above
moose
table?
at the table.
Moosing.
We are moose above the table. So, what would you classify?
Mhm.
Not necessarily a possession. What would you classify the touch of an all ancient entity that would be in some cases considered to be a forgotten god?
Why is Cthulhu here?
It's not
Again.
Cthulhu. It's not Cthulhu.
It depends on what they're doing. Like if it is an infection, that could fall under possession, given that it's prompting violence. It could also fall under charm because they're being told to do something.
Hmm.
This is the follow-up, though, to our
But
disaster
the question
last
was
time,
the
right?
root.
So,
But the question was the root, not like the effect. We're talking. the question is like, what will we classify the root of it like of that? And I guess out of all the options, Celestial's the oldest, right?
Well, to me,
Mm.
Celestial and Fiend are like two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
Mm.
This,
Yeah.
Like it's just they're
i-
the same. It's
old,
just
yeah,
whichever one.
gods, devils, whoever's the oldest, but they're
Yeah,
like it all like
they're all
yeah,
yeah.
ancestry.com's back to
Yes.
like
It- Something of that nature definitely feels like it falls into this wheelhouse. I do think that like if it is an effect that is like taking control of you and moving you forward, that does feel to me like it falls under like dominate monster is kind of in that vibe, and that is a charm effect.
I will tell you as my fellow players and DMs that this is a continuation. This is a continuation of the Hallowed Holler,
Mhm.
which did not end very well. Granted, the continent was heading this way anyway. It's just happened to
It got
happen a lot quicker.
expedited.
It got a little
Wow.
expedited. That was a triggering event of essentially what you could call an indoctrination.
I would call that a charm.
Yes.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, so
And-
it's
Let's
very
move.
charm for me.
Mhm. Okay.
Given-
I figured, yep.
Given the
But I-
nature of the entity, probably Celestial Fiend with like an elemental twist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it falls into what I classify as like a primordial.
Yeah. I
which is
figured,
like
Deity.
but I
elemental
thought it
celestials.
would be very interesting to kind of discuss this thought process that I had, and you all pretty much voiced it. And I thought it would also be kind of fun to talk, like
Mhm.
talk logistical as DMs and fellow DMs and players and such. And I hope the audience enjoyed this and learned something from it. We have quite a few podcasts and or streams that we all participate in that kind of get into the intricacies of RPGs and such. So feel free to give the Voctera a follow. Feel free to give Warlocks and Waffles a follow, please.
Speak for
Um,
yourself. We don't talk about the intricacies. We went on we
They
went
make
on a long
anime
rant about
references.
dice superstitions
You
this
can just
morning.
okay. Well,
I-
you
I
get
got-
to shoot
I
the
yelled
shit.
at him. I yelled at him for like wanting to have an outline and a process today.
Yeah, that's
for just-
lame.
Yeah.
Speaking of no process, let's move back in. We're going back down to the clouds. Bucking, fuckle up, everybody. The hall falls completely silent as a wave of cocaine spreads out, following the displaced air of the wave of Gerblin children as they escape out the front doors. Of
I
the
prefer
hall.
a poof of cocaine.
A puff of cocaine.
A puff.
Much like the puff of flour that a cook throws in the air when they're throwing the perfect dough for the perfect pizza.
Yes.
And speaking of which, pizza is being made. The 10th course does include pizza. So
Potazza.
patazza, potato bread patazza. The complete silence is deafening. Much like the valley sounds, the forest sounds when the snow is falling. And the doors are open now, and you can see that the snow is indeed falling. Things are still, so still that even the candle's light seems to halt in its flickering. The multicolored flames pausing, taking a breath as it almost seems.
Aye, you little shits.
And you are all taken, not all of you, but the folks who have been punched, attacked, anything. The pain starts to set in. The pain in the back of your spine, Folka, where Twist attempted to punch you in the base of your spine. The smack in the head, the pain of your neck when you literally reverse swallowed your head back into your torso. Twist, the scratches that are all over your face from Benji's outburst. Tater, the emotional damage is deep.
That bagpipe scene, man.
And immediately the hall is filled with clamoring, quiet, whispering like,
What the fuck just happened? There was no proper channels for a ruckus. Tonight was supposed to be for the rumpus. The ruckus isn't supposed to happen till the equinox. What the fuck was that? Did Folka? Yeah, we know that you wouldn't disturb the sanctity of the longest night. But did you perhaps put some spring equinox berserker mushrooms into something?
No, you
accidentally.
motherfucker! Of course I didn't.
Well, fuck you then too.
Fuck you! I'm the
can't
only
just-
reason you're not getting your head smushed in by a chair.
No, that's fine. That's very fine. Let's see if you could actually do it.
Sit the fuck down.
You sit the fuck down, you
Look,
decrepit old
Larry.
bag. Listen.
You sit the fuck down.
Maybe I'll just
concentrate.
find a way to do some dunamancy. I'll go back and I'll fuck your mother so that way she has a decent daughter.
And the potato hits the ceiling. I think we need to settle down here.
The problem
At
is
that
you can't even get your dick up.
The potato hits the ceiling, and all the other potatoes just slowly start to fall, hitting the table, plopping into soup, plopping on the tops of your heads. One particularly heavy potato squashes on the top of your head, Folka. A couple of thumb-sized potatoes smack at you in the head twist. And Tater, you catch you catch a fairly baked potato in your mouth. You're no
I
amateur.
take it out and stick it back in my bagpipe for later. I'll eat it.
Dandruff makes it a little salty. That's good.
Perception check, my friends.
No.
These kids are strong. It's just in the background, like,
Being tossed around like rag dolls.
23.
hmm
17.
Oh no! Ugh. 6.
You're reverse birthing some potatoes with your bagpipe. It's fine. Twist and Folka. As the potatoes are falling from the ceiling, you glance up to dodge and or catch the next one that comes down to greet and meet you. But as you look up, you can see among the rafters and the eaves, previously covered by layers and layers of differently baked and mashed and scalloped potatoes, that there are some inky black tendrils here and there. And as more potatoes fall, you see rounded, like long teardrop shaped leaves and small pearl-like berries. Black.
How high is the ceiling?
In the lodge, let's call it 15 feet to the lowest rafter, and the eaves go up about another 15.
Folka,
There
are
are-
you seeing
you-
that?
You did establish that there are some Gerblins that are up there.
Yes. So anything that would have been inside the cylinder would have immediately been pushed back. If it is a part of this.
Oh, I thought it was just to be
Elemental-
made inert.
No, it cannot willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means.
It's not entering it. It's just completely. There's like it's there, but you get the impression that whatever may have been if this was something that was if this indeed was the thing that was affecting or charming or had in some way a part of that process, it could no longer do that.
Okay.
like the opacity was put down to like 5%.
Yes.
Like, you know, it's there, but it's not. It's barely there, type of thing.
It
Yeah.
seems to be withering
Mm.
as you stare at it, and as more potatoes fall, and they one plops down to your foot near your feet. Anybody, if you want, you can try and make a nature check to recognize this kind of plant.
When you say anybody, I assume you
10.
mean people who haven't been abducted by a wave of children.
11.
Also an 11.
It's okay. 10 was the DC. It's not that hard. It's mistletoe. But
Y'all gotta kiss.
it's wrong.
You gotta kiss wrong. You gotta kiss real weird.
Come here,
It's-
Folka.
Usually when you see mistletoe, it grows in it grows in almost seemingly its own little cluster, a cloud, if you will, amongst the trees. It is a parasitic plant that does no favors to its host, but has always been a symbol of a ceasefire, a symbol, an omen of the sun rider being swallowed by sun chaser, completely blacking out the time of light, a symbol of the end of the world. And somehow it's been growing in the eaves of the lodge, and it's just wrong. It doesn't feel magical at the moment. It doesn't feel particularly dangerous, but as it withers, it seems empty. Mistletoe is not black. It would not be burned by the winter wind, so why is it black? Did any of you three see anything, any treat that came from Nana's house in trade? Did any of you ever see any goods that came from Nana's house after the lingonberries were returned to the market? You three. Did any of you see him?
Is this a rhetorical question?
No, I'm asking
Oh,
for real.
okay.
It's your decision.
I think just given the sort of summary you've given us of our little Gerblin town, we are a little xenophobic by nature.
There used to be import and export, but no longer, since the chibs have really been starting to act weird.
Yeah, and I think because of that xenophobic nature and the chibs being weird, we might have maybe not dealt in goods that could have been fucked with.
Well,
Like,
Folka, that's what you would assume, correct? for
yeah.
you. Okay, Twist, did you see any of these treats or any of these berries when they came back on the market?
I feel like she didn't, like, maybe she saw them, but they didn't really mean much to her. Like, in one of the days where she was in charge of corralling the wave of children, she, like, probably noticed it because the kids pointed it out, like, hey, those are new. But she probably didn't really think much about it because she's not super smart.
Tater, did you see anything?
Well,
Would you say that
Tater's
you saw these?
Yeah, Tater's a bounty hunter and has probably been in Chib cities occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sure that they have.
So we're assuming that Folka hasn't seen them, did not see them, but more than likely heard about them. Twist, you saw them. Tater, you saw them. And you just don't understand why the chibs were eating it. They were rotten berries. They were oozing. They were black. So red that they were black. Why were they eating it? Rotten. Wrong. And the two of you get this feeling as you look upon this wilting mistletoe. And we will come back to you. For now, for the first time ever, we are going to enter the wave of Gerblin children. Fuege,
Yes.
Slicky,
Yo.
you two and your companions, that would be Rupert and your automaton doggo, lizard manticore thing,
Hawk. Yeah, it's a little like dragon dog. Yeah.
little dragon dog.
Oh.
Does it have name?
Haku.
Haku. Oh, Haku.
All
I
my
forgot.
anime references are gonna be wasted this game. It's gonna be great.
No, I
love
know
it.
Haku. Are we talking about Haku from Naruto or Haku
No.
from Howl's? Not Howl. From Spirited Away.
Spirited Away.
Mm.
Okay, good.
There we go.
Okay, just want to make sure. All right,
okay.
cool. So we're well, I wouldn't say that liking Studio Ghibli movies doesn't make you a weeb.
No, there was just gonna be so many peppered out through this whole thing.
Okay,
That was
okay.
the tip of the iceberg.
When you are pulled into this wave of Gerblin children, you feel your form. It's like it's like if you try to fit between a space between a rock and a hard place. Not uncomfortable, you can do it, you can fit, but it takes some doing, but you're just there. It feels open. It feels crowded, but not in a bad way. It feels as if you are companions on a boat where you are all rowing together. You are all the hands and the feet. You are sharing the burden. You are sharing the cold. You are a part of the wave. And the wave coalesces, rushing out of the front doors of the hall, throwing doors open out into the snow, diving beneath the powder, becoming nothing but a snow mound that slithers off closer and closer to the edge of town until it takes a steep left turn into a snowdrift that had been cleared that morning. And the wave explodes outward into an igloo. A secret igloo where all the Gerblin children have decided to hang out where none of the adults know. In their little secret clubhouse. And you all come to a stop and you're all standing. Your hair is wild. You feel as if you had just come from a windy day outside. You know that you ran. You know that you were going so fast, that you were running like on all fours, that you were pulling and pushing. You know that you just did something extremely strenuous, but you don't feel tired. You don't feel pain. You don't feel the ache of a workout. But you do feel the fading lift of adrenaline and endorphins as you all collectively take a breath. There's a pause. And then a Gerblin child turns around.
Okay, what the fuck is going on? That was weird, right?
That's a pretty good question. I will admit I don't know a whole lot about like these goblin parties, so I don't know if it's normal, but it seems not normal.
That back there is a ruckus. The longest night only allows rumpuses. Ruckuses and all-out brawls this is not allowed on the longest night.
Okay, so that was a bad thing then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slicky,
Huh?
are you okay, bro?
Yeah.
That's the first time you ever let us, like, the first time you ever, rode the wave. No.
Really? I've never? Oh,
Well, it's the first time we tried, but you didn't wanted to.
Really? Oh, yeah. I would do it again.
You
but
can.
no, I'm fine for right now.
We're not leaving this place for at least.
I don't know. Maybe I should go. I think I'm rumpus out. I'm a Roomba'd out. And I should probably just jump on my little metal friend and just probably maybe go to my little cave.
Well, see about that.
And
We can't let you leave because then you'll give away our position. So if you need a room to yourself for a little while, that's fine. We'll make sure that you're fed and stuff like that. But we gotta figure stuff out. So just for the sake of safety, not trying to keep you here against your will, but we're gonna have to keep you here against your will. Because if you go outside.
Oh, okay.
You might get, for one thing, if you go outside, you might get punched in the face for no reason.
I don't want that either.
You won't. I'm not gonna punch you in the face.
Okay. Cool.
It's me, Quinley. I wouldn't punch you in the face.
I'm so intimidated by Quimley right now. Like, it's not even
Quibbly.
Quibbly. I'm so intimidated. I'm so.
Fwait.
No, Juni's intimidated by Quimley.
Oh.
Uh,
Juni should be because Quibbly has lots of powers. Fuege, you've been very patiently raising your hand. What do you want?
Question.
Sure. What is your question?
Can we get my dog?
Oh, we
And
already.
if-
About that, we already took your dog. Did a bit right over there, and you look over, and Garfunkel's just eating bacon.
Oh, perfect. Then I'm fine then. I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
How
So-
long do you think we'll be down here? I do have an appointment south of here in a few months. Is that going to be a problem?
You have an appointment a few months from now in the south.
Yeah, there's a different festival.
He starts like flipping through like a little
A
notebook.
Rolodex.
Yeah, he's just flipping through it. And he's like,
There's a festival. It's called Kobold Taco Night. And I don't know what that is, but it sounds delightful.
Okay. But I don't know if you've heard, but any kobolds that are left right now have either gone underground or they have fled the continent.
That is a travesty.
Yes. Yes, it is. But they made really good tacos. But do you not know what's happening out there? Outside of Gerblin town.
No,
Slicky, you know, right? Like,
I just got here.
I just kind of stay in my cave, and then my dad died, and he usually went out to get stuff, and then he kind of told me I should reintroduce. Wait, I should be with Gerblins. I should go be more Gerblin-y.
yeah.
So that was
Wait.
me
Well,
today.
you can be whatever you want to be, Slicky. I promise you that. But you're always welcome. Come over my house. Yeah, you're welcome. Come over my house too. You can have a sleepover if you want. But this is all over. Yeah, but
I'm trying so hard not to cry.
Fuege
hard.
just looks at Fuege just looks at Slicky and goes,
Oh, hey, all of my dads are dead too.
and goes for a high five.
Trying so hard not to cry. It would be a very sad, like.
We
Good
can
job.
we can bond over that. Shared trauma.
Shared trauma. Yes, such a big bond. I just watched my mom punch my other mom in the face and then use her to hit my dad with.
So do we not know
That's
what's going
weird.
on outside the igloo right now?
Not a
Yeah,
clue.
what is happening?
Maybe we got some intel. Hang on.
Can we
Should I-
abduct other people?
Smokey! Have you
I
got
like
eyes
to
on the
rave.
hall? We like to rave too. It's a lot of fun. You got a lot of food that way too.
He's telling me that their eyes on the hull is just like a periscope that comes up out of the snowbank.
I was gonna send something. I was
Yeah,
I
it-
could
it
I could
is,
send a
actually.
thing.
It's much.
And by a periscope out of the snowbank, you mean one goblin child whose name is Periscope, who
Yes.
they just poke out of the
Stop
snow.
stealing! Stop stealing my jokes! Literally, stop! Literally, they just climb up on top of each other and they hold Periscope out of the snowbank. Like, nope, they're not moving. And it just comes down the line,
love it.
like a game of telephone.
Amazing.
There's-
So by the time it gets to us, it's horribly mangled.
Yes. The original message was, "There's no movement and the hall is quiet." Does anybody want to choose what comes down the line?
The snow's pooping and hell is flying.
The snow is pooping and the hell is silent.
That sounds.
It's flying. It's flying.
The adults are
Oh,
coming
that
and
makes
we're
so
all
much more
dying.
sense.
The adults are coming and we're all dying.
Why are we not abducting the other people that were in there?
Oh, don't worry. We got secondary waves going on all over the town.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Tertiary waves.
Tertiary waves, yeah. Sometimes you got split into different entities. It's very physics.
Very physics. I love it.
Yes. So, to kind of crash course here, the Chibs. You don't speak Goblin. Oh, fucking hell.
I speak a little bit.
Yeah.
J-
Chibs, the tall people. They're not goblins. They're not goblins.
Yeah, I'm deeply uncomfortable with that term, but it's okay.
It just means tall.
Okay.
I think it's human.
It seems
It's not
derogatory.
And right now it's derogatory because every time we saw them, they were trying to indoctrinate us to worship her, their lady. And I consider myself fairly, cool with other religions and stuff like that, but I don't appreciate it when it gets stuffed down my throat.
Fuege just is like,
Huh. Okay, I'm just gonna grab something from my sled real quick.
and he's like moving towards the sled. Just starts like packing his stuff up.
I want to see if I pick up on that. I want to know if I.
No, he's doing it in plain sight. I'm
Oh, I
imagining.
know.
Fuege is not a deceptive person.
Ooh. Oh, I finally rolled. I can only roll high or low. I got a natural. So I'm
Did
here
I?
like,
Did I?
I'm here like-
I am confusion. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying like I would pick up what he's putting down and be like, I would help. Like I would be like, let me help you with that. So we just like start to inch our way.
Well, hang on. We always would be good at an idea for escaping, but we can't exactly leave Gerblin Town.
Why?
Listen, I was born in this hole and I'll die in this hole.
I was born in a cave in a mountain, but I'm not there anymore.
And I point at you like, right? Like, caves. You know, I
Life-
have one not
life
too far
happens.
from here.
You
that
go
isn't
on
here.
adventures, you meet new people, your family dies, you meet new goblins, you leave and go somewhere else.
Yeah, she sounds pretty lit. No
Yeah.
adults to tell you when to go bedtime.
I mean, yeah, but also there's nobody around to tell you like stories or like sing you like a song or like tell you that you shouldn't eat that many bubblegums and that you should not swallow them.
Oh, did you? I have farted the bubble gums too.
Fuege burps and a little bubble comes out.
Yeah, I've been there.
2 more out of the years.
Okay, so we just pack up our stuff and leave?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
Where are we going?
My business card says future hero. I'm not currently a hero. I still have like training and stuff I need to do. So I do need to find someone that can train me. And it seems like this place might not be the correct place for that.
What do you need for training? What you got? We got. Well, Smokey can teach you how to pickpocket, and Snarf can teach you how to bake bread. I can teach you how to do
Those are very
backflip.
valuable skills.
I can
was
do
thinking
backflip.
more
Watch.
I'm gonna roll to do black. He got a 19.
Woo!
That
He does
was
a
the
backflip. He
sickest
does a standing
I've
backflip.
ever seen.
That's
Yeah, you
legit.
do sick backflip. You could do it too if I teach you how to do a sick backflip. We could be useful on the road too.
Yeah,
We
I
can
mean,
learn
you guys
together.
You're welcome to come on the road with me. I was gonna find like a bard's college. See, I'm a bard. So I'm gonna learn some more bard stuff.
I go to college. We could go to college, but the college on the continent is overrun, is what I heard. There's like segmented there's like segmentosars or something like that
Those are
roaming
big
the halls.
words.
There's like it's like a horse guy, but like not. There's a horse guy loose in the Bardic College and in the hospital. We didn't know he could do
I
that.
didn't know you could do that.
And I didn't know either.
but can he use the elevator?
What's the elevator? Folka, how'd you get here?
I'm everywhere all at once. It's the drugs. Apparently, I can transport myself.
The Gerblin children think that their hideout is super hidden, but all of the adults know exactly where it is.
It's
They
right
just
out front the
pretend
front
like they
door.
don't know.
It's
Both
where
of them poke their head
Slicky
down
goes.
through
He's
the
literally
middle of
just
the igloo.
standing beside it.
Like,
And we're
you
like,
know-
how does he know? Does he know that the igloo's there? Like, he could go in there
Yeah.
and maybe feel a
So-
little safer.
So we'll leave.
One shrub.
We'll leave the
There's
Gerblin
a
children.
sign that says definitely not a hideout.
Yeah, obviously. We'll leave the Gerblin children packing and deciding what the next step is and where the next thing to go is. Probably Squibbly Quibbly lays out like a map, and most of it is just a bunch of red X's. Distinctly lacking in X's is a very Arctic and snowy looking terrain that narrows up to nearly a perfect point that is just labeled in terrible handwriting, Helway, Helvegen. It's literally that's what it spells out. Helway, Helvegen, Hedevegen.
Is that
It's
where
like
I came from?
It's like scratched out a few times and stuff. I'd say that you came maybe like the lower reaches, not quite
Okay.
all the way up there. Probably met some interesting Goliaths along the way.
Mhm. I speak giant, so it's easy.
Yeah.
Um,
So we'll say that we'll leave the Gerblin children here and go back to the hall where they watch as the mistletoe disintegrates.
I didn't know that it did that. Also, you're muted.
Fuck. Sorry, I was really concentrating on the this circle I've made. You see all the pretty designs on the ground? Yeah, I did that myself.
This
like a
one's
door-
better than your last one.
It's like a doily made out of cocaine.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, this is weird. This was really weird. I think we need to maybe cleanse a lot of stuff, but I can hold this for a little bit while the rest of the village is cleared.
Maybe we just need to burn it down. I don't know.
That's a
Burnt
little
out.
excessive, Tater. It's a little
So-
I'm
excessive.
an excessive guy.
Someone is standing by the door, the open door, looks out and says,
Well, we might need to do something like that, 'cause look. That's
Ah.
not good.
and out there, tendrils of vines are starting to crawling forth. It almost looks like a pile of writhing snakes. Black, inky tendrils creaking in multitudes, low hissing it sounds as they creakily rub against each other. Black, long, teardrop-shaped leaves and tiny little pearl-like berries spreading out like bloody black veins creeping through the snow, coming to the edge of Folka's circle and splitting and seeking and searching.
Why is long they always so fucking weird?
So,
Speaking of which,
they lean out and look at the sky.
we're good.
Okay, at least they're still in the sky.
Well, maybe you can give him a shout like last time and be like, "What the fuck is this? Can you come fix it? We helped you last year."
Stick my head like out the front door. Hey, can you help us?
The monk casts divine intervention. All right. Well, we'll do it like last time. If roll a religion check.
Oh God, poor twist. Religion. 13.
Quiet. Except for
Really?
the sound. Except for the low sound of writhing vines and the brushing whispers of mistletoe. That is wrong.
Folka, I think we're gonna have to handle this one on our own.
How long does this circle last?
And they're kind of like backing away from the edge of the circle.
About an hour, but with how weird things are right now, it could last longer.
This like
I'm sticking by my fire idea. I think that we need to burn it all. Burn it all to the ground.
is fire
It's
going to
in this
even?
circle, right?
Does fire help that? Does fire use against that? Is it flammable?
Everything is flammable if you try
Fire
hard
is
enough.
flammable.
Well, for one thing, it's green. But it's not green because it's black. But
The fire? The fire? What?
no,
What
the-
is green?
The mistletoe usually, like if you don't burn green wood, Tater, it's just smoky.
Are you
It's
sure?
Too much moisture.
I try burning lots of things. Not
Yes,
my
we
bagpipes,
know.
everything
But it's
else.
also black, so it could.
What if it becomes noxious?
Well,
It
it won't be
already
able to
is.
come into our circle, so it's fine.
Are you gonna be able to catch the circle every hour until we all die?
Well, I mean, like I said, it could last a little longer than an hour because things are weird right now, and it's not usually this big.
And she's pretty high. So
Hold
that'll
on,
help.
hold on a second, everybody. Is the circle big enough to cover the igloo?
Not right now, it ain't.
Shit.
Does it move with you?
You all look out the
No.
door, and you all look out the door, and you see that the tendrils are rapidly approaching the very not subtle mound with the neon blinking sign that says, "Not
Not a hideout.
hideout. Not a
cast-
clubhouse.
I cast
No
sending.
no adults allowed." Who are you sending
Do
to?
not enter.
says cool kids only.
Yep.
Is that within 30 feet of us?
And it also says in parentheses, "Slicky, you are a cool. Please come in."
Oh.
Maybe he's illiterate. It does say it in Goblin though, so.
I have just a basic understanding of Goblin. I can't read it. I could say some
He just
things
sees
or
his
understand some
name and
things.
he's like, "It's probably an insult."
It's just like, oh god, I'm not even allowed in here.
Why did they put Slicky Keep Out on it?
I cast sending to Slicky.
Fuck, they're in my head.
Because that's the reaction that I wanted.
Hey, Slicky. Whatever this is, it's coming for the igloo. Get back here. I've got a circle up. Everything is fine and calm. Bring the
More words.
kids. And the
Casting
wa-
again? I thought it was 25 words.
I only used 20. I had 5 left. That's what I counted.
Maybe I counted too much. Anyway, continue. Fuck it, I don't care. It's a long night.
Maybe I can get
Longest
26
message.
words.
Double the words.
Yep. Bring the kids.
Bring the kids.
Okay. So they just
They're all packing up like their little hobo satchels and putting them on the ends of sticks.
everybody's hobo satchels ready to leave. Are you sure? Hey, everybody, you would hear the beginning of this. Apparently, we should go back.
Where?
And then I would shrug. Like, I guess it's safe now. It doesn't sound like it's rambunctious in there. So I guess we can go there for and I guess yeah. Is there like just a door or an opening or whatever that I would just see the thing encroaching or whatever?
Well, that's funny enough because Quibbly gets a message down the line and is like,
Slack weevils are coming to meet us. Slack weevil wine. Slack. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the cuck? What the duck? What the duck? What the duck? What about the duck?
All right, so I guess we could just go back and see if we can figure out what everybody's doing, and we would
Jay.
just, yeah. Where's just the door? Is it a tunnel? Is it just
It's
the door?
right there.
Okay.
It's
and then-
closed, but like we could periscope it. Scope.
Yeah. So
Down the line gets past Periscope.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever we gotta do
Crowd
to
surfing.
He's just
Yeah.
he's like a really little Gerblin, and he looks up at all of you,
And he goes,
So yeah, if it makes the most sense to go back, I've already been
periscope.
yelled at, so I would definitely do whatever I'm told by
A piece. A piece. A piece. Hugs. Hugs.
So wait, do we just are we scoping it out before we go, or are we just like opening the door and running and making it?
I
and making
feel like maybe we should scope it out before we go.
Are you sure? They made it sound like it's really safe to go there.
Who said that? Who told you this?
You guys didn't hear all that? I thought it was just no.
No.
Oh, well, I mean, okay. Well, I heard voice. No, hold on. How do I do this? Magic. Some
Is that
magic
a
was.
symptom?
I don't know.
No.
Don't be judgmental of him. He's
No,
very.
Fol-
He's a
Folka,
good boy.
I
I'm not
hear.
being
I heard
judgmental, I'm
Folka.
asking.
I heard Folka in my head, but like
Oh.
I know it wasn't. I know it wasn't like a nightmare.
She
I know
projected her voice into your brain space.
with
I hate
yeah,
it when she does that.
yeah.
It's disgusting.
It was.
It makes me feel like my brain has swamp ass.
I'm afraid to agree because I don't know if Folka's still listening or something. So I can't.
I just assume that she's always listening.
I don't say anything. I can't risk it.
She's
can't
probably
risk
not listening. If she is listening, then she's a big dummy head.
sweating so hard right now, just not trying to say anything.
Periscope is still sitting at your feet, like
Jaw clenched.
Please.
Okay,
Hugs.
let's. I'll just pick them up like a baby at this point. Like, I'm not much bigger. I mean, we're all goblins, so it's like.
Oh no, this is a very small child.
Yeah, so it's like.
Look. Scope.
Okay. Okay.
Look.
Just shove their head through the roof.
Yep,
of it.
right up through the roof.
Yeah.
Poof.
I
Need it ready?
eat the kid. Yeah.
Little legs immediately start kicking, and you just hear like.
It doesn't sound great.
Get him down. Get him down.
Oh, and then I would bring him right down. After that.
Who's that?
He's got like the top, like on the top of his head is like a mound of snow,
Mhm.
and he just like scoops it up and shoves it back in the whole Looney Tunes style and like twists it to lock it in place.
Spaghetti. Black spaghetti. Oh, black spaghetti.
And Quibbly's like,
What the fuck are you talking about? I know that we're Gerblins and we're kind of weird, but what the fuck? Spaghetti's not on the menu for the longest night. Squidding spaghetti. Spaghetti. Oh, no. I don't know. Let's just go. No! Fuege.
Yeah,
Fuege, can you fuege?
Fuege is not a verb.
Yes, it is.
What is it? Is it goblin? What does
Well,
that
no,
mean?
it's fuege. It's not a verb; it's a noun technically. I think fuege. Also, at least in Wood Elf, where they curse a lot, and they even have a word for fuck that's not just fuck, but it also means fuck. but it's a worse curse. Anyway, it means specifically fire.
Can you see that again? Your microphone cut out.
Fire.
Oh, fire. Yeah, I have fire.
You all look out the door. The people in the hall watch as the igloo is slowly encompassed and enveloped by this wave of black tendrils.
How far away are they from us? Like the igloo?
Probably 50 feet, maybe 60 feet.
Okay, well, I'm about to do something really dumb. Folka, don't let me die.
Hang on! And I like hop
Okay.
on her back and I cast Beacon of Hope.
You look like a lighthouse,
I know.
but two Gerblins on top of each other.
Hang
one
on,
wearing-
kiddos, we're coming.
One
just have-
wearing Chuck
I
Taylors.
just like tuck Folka over my back like a Yoda backpack.
You go fast. You
My
walk fast.
bathrobe is waving in the breeze behind us.
Yep.
Your granny panties very very Kiki-esque from Kiki's Delivery Service, just like
Yes.
it's all there.
Rippling
You go
the
fast?
breeze.
I go fast until I'm within 30 feet of this thing, and then I shoot a sunbolt at it. 'Cause
Holy
I'm
crap!
I'm a sun soul monk, so
Tater, what are you doing?
I feel like bashing this stuff is not going to take me very far. I got nothing right now, honestly.
Slicky, Fuege,
Keeping
the
everyone
roof is
calm
collapsing.
in the bubble.
The room is
Yeah.
collapsing.
The roof
You-
is pressing inwards. You know, like with the sound of when you walk on freshly fallen snow. It's that slow, like.
Um,
Oh, that don't sound good.
Fuege says,
Okay, so fire, is that the plan?
Maybe.
Okay.
and I will take out my let's see here.
Cast the spell, you coward! I want you to roll on this table.
I'm doing it. I pull out a from around my neck. I have like a vial on a cord that has this like red liquid in it,
Mhm.
and I pull that out, and it charges with energy. And I
This sounds
say,
terrifying.
and I just say,
Bard magic.
and then I put my hand on.
Quibby tackles Slicky to the ground.
I put my hand on Slicky's face.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast and I'm going to use some sorcery points to do a twin spell. But I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on both myself and Slicky.
Okay.
All right.
You now have Dragon's Breath. Now, please, Hunter, do
Yeah.
me a favor and roll me a sweet, sweet D100.
Oh yeah.
I have been waiting for this all night.
A
Well, I gotta
potted
do
plant
a
with fire.
For those of you who don't realize, Fuege, while saying he is a bard, but is definitely not a bard, a wild magic sorcerer.
I have to do a D20 and a D100.
Yep. Just this D100 will decide what happens, and the D20 decides how bad it's going to be.
Okay.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll on the D100, please?
So it's a 43 on the D100.
And the D20?
And the D20 is a 15.
Oh dear. Okay, you said 40 what?
43.
Okay. Would you like to hear what happens to you?
Yeah.
Saying that this is a twin, that you have used a twin spell, I'm going to say that both you and Slicky gain immediately 10 temporary hit points.
Heck yeah.
It's not what I wanted, but I go with it.
Hey, it's fine. I fully anticipate literally every time I use a spell, I will be rolling.
I'm assuming that you both are about to breathe fire all over this, right?
Oh yeah.
Something's
Folk-
gonna happen.
As you and Folka, as you and Twist approach, and Tater, you watch from the doorway of the. Is the magic circle a concentration, or does it? It just holds for an hour? Okay, cool. You watch as a wall of fire rises up from where the igloo used to be, sending incendiary flames upward, sizzling and crunching and decimating 2 plumes of fire, completely scattering these black tendrils that sought to crush and to hold and to possess and keep for their own.
Well-
As you see 2 tiny Gerblin children belching a veritable stream of flame from the
it's a
back of their
15-foot
throats.
cone. Both of us
Yeah.
are shooting 15-foot cones of fire out of our mouths.
Slicky,
Well, the kids
what
are
kind of
dead.
noise?
Let's
What
leave.
kind of noise is coming out of your mouth when you breathe fire?
It's a combination of like when somebody's had something that's too spicy and it's and like fear yells, like just terror yelps. Like I understand what's happening, but it doesn't like in any way, shape, or form decrease the
Mhm.
not wasn't ready for it. You know, I know magic and stuff, so I could have mentally prepared myself, but I didn't get that.
Mhm.
So it's that like like just like repeatedly going up and down, and then you know it would look like cool, like maybe like we're intentionally rotating to like you know
Mhm.
burn things, but it's more of like me trying to just like like you know like flipping out, and it's just in that area. But yeah, so it would be that, and I guess just as soon as we saw a path, I think we would book it.
You book it.
Fuege is like his eyes are glowing red, and Fuege has like burns all over him that are also just like glowing and radiating like magma, as he does it. And he's just yelling,
Fuege Booyagh!
just breath of fire, all around him.
Oh, wait. I would stop for just long enough to arm the children, right? I would clamp my teeth and just like, and what might be horrifying to a child, it would be like me. It's just like, hey, here, 3 of you take, and then just with every few words,
Fire
just like
coming
Just give him
tendrils
a
of
gun.
nostrils and stuff.
just tendrils of like flames going out. But I would give them these little pebbles that are orange and have little stars in them, right? And I can cast magic stone, and I give 3 of them like a pebble that they can chuck using my modifier. So I gave 3 kids
Nice.
a magic
A
rock.
magic rock.
that they
That's
can
fine.
chuck.
I have to immediately make 3 wisdom saving throws.
Wait, what?
They're
I can't
Gerblin
give-
children with a rock.
I can't give a kid a Dragon Ball without something bad happening.
I'm gonna go
One-
with that face. It didn't go well.
One of them resists immediately putting it in their mouth. The other 2, one of them rolled a nat 1, the other rolled a 2.
Oh,
They now have your Dragon Balls in their mouth. What happens? Does that do they have to be accurate? They're not biting them. They're just like they're like licking it like.
You
gotta
gotta
add
add
that
that
one
one
too.
too.
so many different ways that we could have.
Tastes
They're just
spicy.
like magic rocks, right? Like
Yeah,
they're
it's just
if
pebbles
they
that you
throw them,
can
they do
turn
they do
magical.
more
So it's
damage.
just if they choose to throw it, they use my spell attack modifier, and it does a d6 if it hits something. So yeah, they can taste like a battery. You know, if you want, like when it's like it has like, oh, there's something going on here.
Tastes like lithium.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it tastes like. But I arm the children, and then go back to trailblazing, preferably from on top
Slicky
of
and
a.
I can breathe fire for the next minute. By the way,
Yeah.
All right, you little shits, let's go.
You
Get
are
in the
overtaken.
bubble.
The 2 of you are overtaken by Slicky and Fuege. You are overtaken by the wave, and you become a part of the wave again, moving, running, carrying, pushing, holding, clasping, and running. And you breathe out plumes of fire before you, Folka and Twist. As you trail behind, they clear a path, a twisting coil of fire, not unlike a doomsday nightmare. A wave of Gerblin children spiraling back towards the hall, the feasting hall, as two twin streams of flame are shooting out on either side of it.
A
Just
crazy train from hell, like
Crazy
just,
train
it's-
from hell.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne screaming in the background and laughing maniacally. Cymbals are crashing, and there's like a guitar solo, a rock guitar solo being
Oh, yeah.
played at the loudest decibel somewhere off in the distance that is just at the very back of your mind, and it is righteous.
Okay. So I guess we would like splash zone like tidal wave into the circle, right?
Yep.
Like he's like and I guess we're hoping nobody fights us.
Immediately,
Yeah.
the behind you, as you all finally crest the circle and you're back inside the hall, the outside, you said it's a cylinder, correct? The barrier is soon blocked out by these encroaching vines, these leaves, these shiny pearls of shiny pearl berries, as they start to coalesce all around the edge of this barrier, much like, you know how Groot made a little like basketball to say, like a basket shaped sphere to save everybody? It's kind of like that, but it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. It's like that shit that Mr. Incredible got gooed with and like captured. It is blotting out the candles long out, and held in a cylinder of darkness where the only source of light is the candles upon the table, because the hearth and the kitchen have been consumed.
You guys. Okay, listen. Once upon a time, a long time ago, long before this pass, my friend Ronnie blessed my bagpipes. Said, in
Is
case
that
of
like a
emergency.
euphemism for something?
No. Not this time. Not
Everybody
this
laughs.
time.
Everybody just chuckles like, hey, nice. And they like high five you. too.
Nice. Yeah.
They all take turns. Everybody high fives. Everybody high fives. Folka included. Fuege,
precious
everybody.
precious moments that could save a life. Just we have to pause to high five.
Dick joke.
This might be the time, you guys. Okay, calm down, everybody. Stop laughing. I'm serious here. Okay, I'm
I
gonna
can't
play
in so
some.
much pain. I'm so afraid right now. If I stop laughing, I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Get me some potato stat. I gotta
Slicky,
plug
is this how
thing
you
up.
feel all the time?
Okay, I start stuffing potatoes in the pipes.
It's like an assembly line in Detroit. They are handing potatoes, like scallop potatoes, mashed potatoes. Aphi, name me a potato dish.
Cheese?
I thought you were gonna say poutine, but that's fine. Artemis, name me a potato dish.
Poutine.
My fucking gods. Juni, potato dish.
Au gratin.
Ah,
Potatoes au gratin.
Hunter, potato dish.
Baked potato.
Latkes.
Gnocchi.
All kinds of
Pierogies.
delicious potato dishes. This bagpipe bladder is being filled until it's nearly gushing out the holes in the pipes, like not unlike Play-Doh spaghetti from our childhood.
No.
Okay, Ronnie, don't fail me now, and I whack a couple of times.
An immediate
God.
explosion of potatoes, just of every type of dish that was prepared, that was laying upon the table in various states of temperatures. Some scalding hot, fresh from the oven, some gone cold and kind of mushy or kind of powdery, because, you know, there's a lot of courses, and we were only just getting to like the 11th course. So, and the pizza's probably burning in the oven now that I think about it.
Well, the kitchen's consumed, so it doesn't matter.
But as all of these potatoes are being blasted outwards, you all like right behind you on the wall, leaving like impressionist silhouettes of your persons, because as Gerblin laws and physics dictate, you leave Gerblin shaped holes, silhouettes, and so on and so forth wherever you go. Everyone is covered from head to toe in potatoes. But somehow in that moment when you are just completely bombarded by potato a la mode, whatever you want to call it, the bagpipe potatoes.
Rosie
Barf.
says a torrent of tubers.
A torrent of tubers. Thank you, Rosie.
Totally.
As you are drenched in a torrent of tubers, you hear a very put together. You've never heard Tater play such beautiful synth-like bagpipe music. And it is that tone, that series of tones that hit right in the itchy spots in the back of the brain, and it makes your ears ring. And the cylinder vibrates with it.
Oh, let me get on that for a second.
As you get on that, you hear brum, brum, brum.
This takes me back.
Brum, brum, brum. The vines creak. The cylinder begins to crack. It holds.
Should we be finding a way out?
You all look at this little Gerblin child who wandered into town unbeknownst to whatever the fuck was going on. No idea, not a care in the world, and only the want of being a hero. What do you tell him? As you wipe the mashed potatoes from your eyes, and you hear the slithering sounds and creaking as the barrier presses into the ground under the weight of this mistletoe. What do you say? What do you do? Well, don't everybody say something at once.
I'm thinking,
Can
damn it.
spells go through your barrier?
Let me double check.
Smells?
Spells.
Smells.
Oh.
Have we just tried
people are
dragon breathing the stuff?
Oh, I assume for that.
Oh, I am
minute
assuming
we had
that
it,
you
we
have
were just
literally just laying down fire as nearly as fast as you could lay down fire and singe away another wave, not unlike the wave of Gerblin children, took its place, slowly still creeping forward.
Cedar, while people are deciding what they want to do, I had something I had meant to do and forgot while we were in the clubhouse.
Igloo? Okay, sure.
Could I have that map that got pulled out?
Yes.
Could I have pocketed that?
Yes. Absolutely.
Excellent.
Quibbly probably made photocopies for everybody because
Perfect.
y'all were heading out on the road together.
Yeah.
So if they got separated, you all came up with a meeting point.
Fuege is a very trusting person. He assumes that people know what they're doing and have the best intention of other people in mind. Looking around at all these other goblins, does he think that they think we will escape this?
Make an insight check. And everybody else either make a persuasion or a deception.
I don't have a
Or-
bonus to
or
it, but it's
abstain.
a 17 on the die, so 17.
You don't need to name your roll whether or not you beat the 17. I'm going to go around the circle and ask what Fuege gathers from you with that 17 insight check. Twist. What does Fuege see?
She is nervous, but this is her home and she's gonna try fighting.
Tater.
Tater's pretty convincing. Tater's playing his little heart out. But underneath it, I think that probably Fuege can sense Tater's not entirely sure of himself.
Folka?
Folka's currently pulling patches off of a robe, leaving like big patches of like skin and everything, and her panties exposed. And as she's pulling them, she's like, "No, no, no. Oh, I'll keep that one for later. Nope, nope." She seems very aware of the fact that this might be the end, but she's not going to go down without a fight.
And finally, Slicky.
Freaking out, but eyes very darting around at anything and everything, looking for an out. A plot twist, a what do you call it? A Deus Ex Machina, a like literally anything that can be used, or will, yeah, that he can do or that can be used. So it's like that, just like uncertainty because everything is ridiculous, and he's right to stay in his cave, and it's kind of like, all right, well, what can I do? I can do something, and just trying to think of what he can do, and keeps rummaging through his bag and looking around and seeing what he can do, and looking at everybody else and seeing who he can use to get out. Man, how like we're all from the scene outside, it's like ground is untreadable for as far as the eye can see.
You have not tried touching nor engaging with the mistletoe, so you are not entirely sure. But from what you can't really see much outside of the cylinder because it is completely covered and is slowly growing darker and darker because of the weight and the lack of opacity.
Okay. And we've tried firing it and like destroying it.
Fire seemed pretty good, at least for a little bit. It would need
I
to
think
be near constant for you to be able to move forward.
I would just see
Fuege is just fire bolting.
Mm-hmm.
I would see if a righteous anime slash would do anything. So I think I would reach into like over my shoulder, just under a little capelet that he has, and it would be a handle, rather sizable handle with a lot of fur on the end of it. And as he's like rushing to the I guess an exposed portion of it, he would whisper Tetsaiga, and then he would shout Windscar as he's like swiping at it, and it's a great sword, right? It looks like a tooth of a large creature. As it is. Thank you for So it's coming out, it and also casting branding smite. So this is radiant damage. So it is I'm just hitting it with me and radiant damage and the power of anime to cut through and around and burn away and see if it does anything. And if there is just like, oh, it's just on us, or like, oh, we could just run that way, to see if all hope is lost, or if it's like, oh, we just got to do more of this.
How do you make that? Do you use this in congruency and in a teamwork effort with Fuege's firebolts?
If there's a space we're focusing on, a space that like seems easier to like, oh, if we made this accessible, we could all run, or whatever it is. So whatever made the most sense from the dragon's breaths and exposed portions, or whatever made it.
I also have
workable.
control flames, so if we can get something that is like burning, I can then control flames and like expand it into a 5-foot cube.
If we're trying to make some sort of like thing happen as far as like a coordinated like
Okay.
flame snake thing. I have grease. I would be greasing
Okay.
pathways.
Let me stop you there.
Okay, all right. I'm anime slashing. I just want to know.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So anime slash and your preparedness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take that as a +1 and to what Hunter has said, I will take that as a +2. Tater, what do you have to add to this?
I am.
Are you gonna keep playing your tune? It seems to be getting louder.
Okay, I guess.
And
I
in
will
the back of your
continue doing
mind,
that.
you can hear a rumbling.
Okay. Yep. I keep playing.
Make a performance check.
Okie dokie. I am no bard. We'll see how this goes.
You are at disadvantage because you are not proficient in the bagpipes.
Yeah. How do I do disadvantage?
Does anybody want to?
You could right click on it.
On here?
Help or?
I'm on a like trackpad.
Oh,
I can just kind of like be yelling pointers of like,
No, you're holding it upside down. That's not the
Okay.
part you're supposed to be blowing into.
Okay,
Yes,
so
that was
don't
easy
do it
where
at
you're
disadvantage
going.
then. Take the highest roll then. Forget the
Okay.
disadvantage
So
then. We'll-
performance.
Performance.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, no.
What'd you roll?
3. I didn't need to do it at disadvantage.
Squawk. Okay. You still remain at a +2 then. Twist. What are you adding to this?
I'm going to use my Radiant Sunbolt.
Okay, I'll put that at a +3. Folka, what are you adding to this?
I'm still working on it, boss.
cocaine.
So nothing?
No, I'll, well, as I'm, like,
Too many
pulling all these
spells.
patches off, there's suddenly, like, 2 giant mastiffs and a riding horse with saddlebags and a
It got a lot
saddle.
more cramped in
You're
here.
It got really
Oh.
cramped.
Oh, yo, if we were throwing out creatures, I have a bag
No.
full of tiny balls that have things I can throw.
My bathrobe is a robe of useful
if I'm like,
things.
oh, things, I would be. There would be a fucking yak.
Okay,
a
so here's the
panther.
pocket check.
Yo, I have a bag with a lot of stuff, and I got a homunculus. I have things. If we're chucking everything, if we're just chucking stuff,
So,
I'd
well,
like there'd be so many things.
I've
So
got a
let's-
blue bag of tricks while we're at it. Just saying.
All right, so
I
let's-
think
let's
I
go ahead
have a
and-
different color, but I got one too.
All right, then let's go at this with a +5. Then I'm going to make a roll, and I'm going to make what I like to refer to as a fate roll for the secret that Tater has up his sleeve. This is going to see whether or not this is successful. A +5 for the card up the sleeve.
I summoned a baboon like from Jumanji. Like there's just a baboon here too. Like there's just.
I cast levitate, so it like makes it really dramatic.
So this is a stone dice that I lost, and I realized it was in my holiday decor box.
Should it have stayed lost?
So the one is it says oof,
Mhm.
and the natural 20 says yeet.
nice,
Mhm.
love it.
It was a 13 though. Right?
You lucky sons of bitches! It was a yeet, a natural fucking 20 on a fate roll.
Critters and anime got
Amazing.
us through this.
The power of teamwork and friendship come together.
Potatoes.
You all gather. You all jump upon these horses and these mastiffs. The entirety of the adult Gerblins having something to call their steed. Between all of the Pokeballs, the bags of tricks, everything, the wave of Gerblin children is standing at the ready, kick-starting and going, making the sounds all together. Broom, 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 broom. It's what angry vehicles sound like in traffic outside. Broom. And you blow real hard on that final note, Tater, sending out a final blast. Fire, weeb power, weeb power of the sword and heart of the cards, nonsense. Gotta catch them all. It's all getting thrown, blasting, focusing, and one point of this cylinder blasting outwards into the night, sending it almost like the sky is lit with the sun's grace. With Sun Rider, the forest is ignited in flames, decimating, encompassing anything. Still these tendrils rush forward, getting incinerated by this mighty blast as it clears the path for a face first front wheel landing of a flying motorcycle, revving loudly into the evening. And Tater, you recognize the sound of that motorcycle. That's Ronnie.
Ronnie!
Comes scooshing in through the potatoes and the children, burns rubber on the floor of the hall, the feasting hall that was once your home. A top hat pushed down to her brow. She lifts it up. And she pulls a toothpick from her lips. God, I need a cigarette. This is fucked up right here. Get the fuck in my motorcycle sidecar right now. Tater, do you get in?
Yeah, is it like a bag of holding where we can all hop in the sidecar?
Don't worry about it.
To TARDIS.
Okay, sure.
You leap in there.
Yep.
Does anybody else leap in there?
Horses and mastiffs go in with Folka.
There's
It's
a tiger.
like-
There's a
it's-
tiger here.
Yep. It's like the bag of, it's like the Misfit toys. Ronnie reaches back in, pulls Tater out, pops a helmet on you, puts the visor down, puts the toothpick back in her teeth. Don't take this off. You can't breathe in realm space. Nice outfit, kid. Nice monkey.
Thanks.
She throws the lid closed on the sidecar, but there's a glass dome so you can still see out as the motorcycle revs, burning rubber again, leaving a trail of sparkles and fire and smoke as Gerblin town is consumed by this black, encompassing tendrils of mistletoe. The continent nearly consumed as you ride out into the night, crossing over the face of Moon Rider. You wave as you go past. Folka, you get
Hey,
a
fuck
finger.
you! Thanks for helping.
you.
Thanks for fucking nothing.
Fuck you! You hear
Fuck
fuck
you."
you! Bang bang! And you ride out into the out ozone layer left behind, leaving a trail of fire and smoke as you look down upon a continent that burns. And the only untouched part of this continent is a white, snowy point. Elvagan. And as you fly further and further out into the atmosphere, you see there are dots, ships, storms. And you look as you crest out into realm space and you see that this planet is nothing but black. The only point untouched by this strange, horrible thing is that white point on the continent. Every other continent swallowed. Silent. But you have escaped. For some reason, Gerblins could not be kept down. You all settle in for a ride that you have never imagined. Leaving behind everything that you know, you promise you were born in this hole, you die in this hole, but you aren't dying today. As the top hat is pulled low over Ronnie's brow once more. Hold on to your butts! And you rev off toward a spelljammer, a ship, a wooden ship flying in amongst the stars that has very sloppily handwritten on the side, the Jambition. That's where we end tonight's story.
Hey, fuck you.
Damn it.
Anybody else was positive that the white point was just the igloo? More than once, I was like, "Is that the goddamn igloo? We'd have been safe if we'd just stayed in the igloo."
No, it's
No. I
yeah.
know, but there was like, it took me longer than it should have to like go. It's just like, that's the goddamn igloo.
So nobody died.
We're flying away, and Fuege's just like,
Damn it, I should have gone north.
Nobody died. I fully expected somebody to die.
I guess join us for Oops All Gerblins in Space.
We're doing a head count. Where's Periscope?
Gerblins in space.
Periscope is inside the helmet with Tater.
cut to
Periscope is
post-apocalyptic.
inside
Keeps
Tater's
making me
helmet.
peek up so he can look out.
Post-apocalyptic Goblin Town is just Tater in full Periscope and just full Mad Max gear, like running through mistletoe.
Spray painting their face.
So
You all fully think that, except for Tater. Tater's just like, get your foot out of my eye.
Why is your hand up my nose? Stop it.
Oh, you smell. I'm getting crop dusted back here, Ronnie.
Well, thank you so much for running that nonsense, Cedar, and putting up with our nonsense.
No, the whole thing was literally just going to be carried by you guys. I had a few bullet
Yeah.
points, and that's it. And they all got covered, so.
Well, I'm happy to announce that Jolka, Kolka, and Polka have joined Folka's family. Just so you know.
The dogs and the horse?
Yep.
Creative naming. I like it.
Goes with
like,
Mocha and Folka.
Mocha, the red squirrel that lives in her pocket, like comes out and just like yawns, big yawn.
Hey, you're fucking useless. You missed the whole thing.
And looks out the window, the dome of the sidecar, and it's just like,
Yeah, we're in fucking space now, you piece of shit. Yeah, I know. No, it's not the hallucinogenics. I promise. I'll like pinch him. See? Well, you were doubting me. No. I think we need to be sober for this right now.
At any point, like, did anybody touch any of this stuff? Did we amongst us see that interacting with this like harmed anybody or anything like that at all?
I don't think
Did
any of
any
us
of you-
touched it.
did any of you touch it?
No, but I'm like, did we just on the trip to the ship? Did anybody like, I want to know if there's a patient zero
suspicious thing
amongst
to
us.
ask, man.
I want to know, is
You got
there
bit by
like
the zombie?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
tell
just
us
want
if you
to.
got bit by the
There's one
zombie.
spell. There's one spell I want to use real bad, and I just want to know if there's a patient zero amongst us. I rolled a 22 in perception. I want to know
Giving
if
Cedar
there's.
ideas.
I just want to know if there's one person here. Don't worry, they're not going to get on the ship. I just need to know if I spot somebody looking a little weird, so I can use this one dumb spell. So you tell me, Cedar, is there a patient zero on this ship? In this cart?
Make a perception check.
A 22.
High or low?
What? Damn it! Hi.
Like I'm high or you're high?
Yeah, right. Yes.
Quibbly has some black ink around his mouth.
And
On the
are they
corner of his
acting
mouth.
like black ink, like he was eating chocolate cake, or black ink like infection? Something's like spreading, and it looks a little red, and it looks like there's a problem, and a similar color to whatever the hell the mistletoe was type of situation. Was he making out with the mistletoe?
It's black.
I would
And it's
immediately
dirty.
cast Vortex Warp and pop him outside into space. I would go like, and they would just be outside. If you want to do the Constitution saving throw, go for it. But I would not let them be on this goddamn ship.
As you do so,
Haphazardly.
Fucking go for it! I dare you! Come on!
the plate of squid ink spaghetti clatters to the floor.
Unfortunate.
You look
Unavoidable.
out. You look out in horror as Quibbly floats.
Well, that was avoidable.
Oh well.
Oh, Juni got that late. Juni got that late. I thought I saved her. So, well then.
And slowly begins to swim after the motorcycle in space. Waiting for Ronnie to eventually look in their side mirror and realize, for fuck's sake! Goes back around and gets him and stuff, puts him back in the sidecar. He shows up. He smells very much like sulfur, like space smell.
Mm.
He comes in and he's like, picks up his squid ink spaghetti.
Really? Like, I feel like this was a bad idea.
Hi, Raiders.
Gritty.
Here
Hi, Raiders.
You should really, maybe think about what you're eating before you eat it. Just saying.
It just looked like you were eating the stuff that destroyed the world. And
I understand. It's fine.
I'm struggling to not cast it again,
It's
just in case.
fine.
Because what if what if it was right the first time?
This is my Roman Empire. Don't let it be my 13th reason, Slicky. I like you. I've been trying to be your friend your entire fucking life. But you're lucky that it was kind of fun. Did you know that I can breathe in realm space?
No.
Yeah,
No,
did you
I
either?
That's the mistletoe talking.
That was weird.
Ooh. Hug this, and I would just take a little ruby out of one of my satchels, and it would like open up, and then out of it would pop out it would be a creature. It's yellow, has like long ears, the black tips, has yellow cheeks, and like a crinkly tail, but it's
Not
fuzzy.
copyrighted at all either.
No, but it looks like this, right? It's really tiny and cute. And I'd be like, just cuddle with this little guy for a little bit, and it's just like snuggles, so they can like stress like.
Yeah, it's definitely invisible on most places, so like, it reflects the environs around it as opposed
Yeah.
to.
Well,
It's-
Fuege,
it's a-
I'm
it's a-
sorry
it's a
that you're not going
construct,
to
so
make
yeah.
your appointment.
It's okay. Apparently all the kobolds were gone anyway.
Maybe we'll see them.
Fuege pulls a book out from his bag and kind of starts flipping through it, and he goes,
So, this chip is, it looks like this one.
he kind of like holds up a page that has like a kind of similar one of those spell jammery ships on it.
He's got a copy of the. He's
uh,
got a copy of the player's handbook and stuff, and like,
He just says,
So is this like the Astro Sea?
I don't know. What that?
Well, if it is,
He kind of flips through a couple of pages. He goes,
I know my next stop.
And that's
just
where
kind
we'll
of
leave it.
bookmarks a page that has this big.
We zoom in as the audience.
There's just so many tentacles on the page.
It's a big depiction of a Gith Yankee on the back of a red dragon.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. They'll be able to train you. Thank you so much for playing my silly, ridiculous game, and for letting me ride the mysterious Gerblin train of railroading and all that good stuff. I wanted you to throw everything that your characters had, and you really did, and I really appreciate the work that you did put into it, even though this was kind of silly and everything. The mashed potato bagpipe bullshit, the weeb shit, oh my god. And I just love Fuege. Can we just talk about how much we love Fuege?
Yes.
Twist, you got to go fast. I was worried that you weren't going to be able to go fast. But do you now realize why you can go fast in anti-gravity situations now? I've been planning to send you to space for 2 years now, you motherfucker.
I mean,
So am I just gonna get the Gith Yankee real fucking high with my coffee? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, you gotta
somehow
learn to use
Folka
space
managed
drugs.
to
You don't
bring
have,
her coffee maker with
you don't
her.
have regular.
drugs.
You don't have regular whatever. Once you run out of your stash, you gotta like figure out.
Death sticks.
Yeah, you need to learn space drugs.
Oh yeah.
You want to
space
sell me dead
drugs.
sticks?
You want to go home and rethink your life.
No,
You
I
will
want to
learn.
get
This
some
is-
fucking
yeah.
spicy jetty mind
This
tricks.
is-
Don't work on me.
This instead of cocaine, it's metachlorians,
Vegetarian.
metachlorians and pubes, but from a
From a
comet,
flump.
comet pubes, if you would.
Space walrus.
give it a month, and Folka will be snorting metachlorians.
Fuck yes, I will.
One drug that you will particularly run into a lot is called lag.
I don't know what that is, but if it keeps preserving me like Keith Richards, I'm good.
It's what you get from call it a space squid's taint.
Oh, holy crap.
Hey,
My
Raiders.
god, when did you get here?
What? Oh, what's happening?
Hello.
What?
We
We got another raid.
Oh no!
Hey, Logomancy, how's it going? Legend.
We're here talking about space drugs.
So upset. I did not.
We ended the session like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We've just
We're
been
just
riffing.
bullshitting now.
Oh man.
I need
I'm
fucking
gonna-
space
and I-
drugs real bad.
And it was just really silly. The squid ink thing and the vortex warp, that was just like a fun little like Easter egg. You didn't actually like betray one of your own. It's fine.
Yeah. But I was just making sure I didn't give you like the nobody checked for patient zero. I was like, no.
You did. You made that note. Don't worry. There is no.
What's going on?
It would
Oh
be
my
bad
God.
for us to destroy
getting another one.
another planet
All right.
again.
We have to protect the ship from pirates. Go.
All right, we're going. We're still going. We're still playing. Go, Cedar.
Keep going, Cedar.
We just
keep
got
going.
3 raids.
just-
All
We
right.
gotta do
Three
something.
raids.
Space pirates. Space
All right.
pirates.
Well, you get on the. You finally get on the.
Hunter is so tired. Hunter is so
I am
Doesn't
tired.
so-
matter. We
I
just
am
got
also
3
dizzy.
raids. We're still going.
It's fine. It's fine.
Get some
You
coke in
you
ya.
get on the. You get on the
We got so
Jambition,
many
and there,
raids.
waiting for you, is the Genasi cleric, a half-orc gunslinger, a Kenku rogue, and a half-orc druid barbarian, and a dwarf fighter, as well as a human stranger.
No. No, you're kidding.
I don't know what's happening.
What did you say, Artemis?
Why are they here?
The human
Because
stranger
we were
looks at you.
patient zero.
The stranger looks at you in disinterest as you ask all these questions, and he says, "I don't answer questions."
Well, good thing for you. Nobody asked you any fucking questions.
The credits are already rolling, so he didn't hear you.
So,
It's one of those movies where we like rip open the.
Yeah, I was about to
No,
say,
we
yeah.
not yet. We not.
Scenes.
Get back here. Get back
I
here.
vortex warp them into the credits.
You try and
Vortex warp the
you try
credits.
it. It's like
Vortex warp
it's
the
like
credits.
we pull the slide down to get the credits to get back going. The half orc druid barbarian keeps you from approaching the human. So
I cast Incite Greed on the credits.
The Gerblin children start eating the credits.
I catapult the credits back down.
Trebuchet.
man.
They just get like eaten by a wave of Gerblin children.
Every so often.
I cast Gerblin children, and it's just a wave.
And it's like an early 2000s film where "Don't Go Breaking My Heart" is covered by the cast.
Yes.
Playing while the credits roll, and there's like little Easter eggs.
Yeah, I've seen the Chicken Little movie.
Tried.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Goblins.
Okay.
Utter
Seriously.
nonsense.
Thank you so much, everybody, for the raids. This is crazy. I'm sorry that I don't have a whole lot more for you, woo, except for a bunch of references that is only here to punish and make my players scream and cry and beg for mercy.
Yeah, but it's just the two of us that get the references.
Well, no, this was from this is also reference to the Hallowed Holler, which incidentally led to the expedition of a continent completely falling and thus subsequently an entire world. Because whenever they tried to leave the continent, you can't exactly keep people from from leaving and coming onto your land now, and then it just keeps going and going and going. Led by a blind elf who ripped out his own eyes.
Yes.
Nope.
Any hoozle, thank you so much for the raids, everyone. We're going to go around the table really quick, introduce ourselves, and then we are going to send the raid love on. Just so
Raid
you know,
train!
Raid train. Just so you know, we are raising money for Extra Life. So if you got a couple bucks, if you could throw it at our Extra Life campaign, we would really, really appreciate it. We're not looking for subs or anything. We just want to raise money.
We're raising
for
money
Extra
for
Life.
kids.
For kids, for sick kids across Canada and the US. So if you got a couple bucks, please donate. If not, all good. Cedar, thank you so much for running the game. Who are you? Where can we find you?
My name is Cedar the Barefoot. You can find me anywhere, all across all types of social media as Cedar the Barefoot, excluding Twitter, where I am Barefoot Cedar because they don't allow for a whole lot of characters in there. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I'm a content creator on Instagram, Facebook, as well as TikTok. I'm trying my hand at the YouTube gig, and I'm here on the Voctaire quite frequently. And we will be technically continuing the last leg of the journey on this current planet that we played on tonight, since there is only one untouched place, and that is called the Hellway.
Yep, that is on the 29th, I
29th.
believe, at
29th.
8:30.
8:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you are interested in a Arctic-based horror, come join the fun.
Very apocalyptic. The world is ending. It's the only safe place.
It's our fault.
It's our
Should've
fault.
gone north.
Hunter
Wine
and Juni,
shirts. Yeah.
fight to the death.
Initiative.
Oh my god.
I rolled very badly. You go.
13. Okay, yeah. Hey,
Balthazar.
I'm Juni Ruiz. I'm at Very Nerdy Dad on all my socials. I'm on startplaying.games. I run games on there. You could, if you liked my weird nonsense here, I could run a game for you. And on Mondays and Fridays on the Warlocks and Waffles Twitch channel, I'm Hunter's Little Dancing Boy, where I he allows me
so
to.
much.
He loves that I talk about him like this because it's in my contract. He allows me to be next to him and laugh at his jokes, and occasionally make comments that he will edit later in post. He doesn't beat me, but it is a very healthy relationship.
Yo,
Definitely not
so
I had
healthy.
to-
toxic at all.
I had to go grab something and like refill my water and stuff before we streamed the other day. And Juni just started
I
recording
recorded
of
the screen.
himself sitting there and talking about like, oh, Hunter's not here. I can do whatever I want.
I'm gonna move shit around my desk.
I could move around the stuff. I'm like,
Yeah,
Rude.
it's so funny. But yeah, Warlocks and Waffles, Mondays and Fridays, 8 a.m. Eastern, up the crack early of 8 in the morning. Hunter will repeat it, but we are the
Which time
only
zone?
Eastern. We're the only TTRPG morning show until somebody fights us for it. So
Fight to the death.
yes,
MistleFoes.
dare you, dare you. But this was great. Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you. I hope you did like it.
Hunter.
Hello, I'm Hunter. You can find me here on Twitch, Warlocks and Waffles. You can find me on Twitter, Warlock_Waffle, and pretty much everywhere else is Warlocks and Waffles. You can find me on Start Playing as well. That's just Hunter Fell. You'll find me there. Not currently running anything, but if you have like a one shot or something you want to have ran, hit me up. Always happy to run a one shot. Doing lots of random stuff. We do Warlocks and Waffles Mondays and Fridays, 8 a.m. Eastern. Only TTRPG morning show until somebody fights us for it. Yada yada
Fight
yada.
to the death!
If you like nonsense in your TTRPG stuff, come hang out with us in the morning or catch the VOD whenever morning is for you. We do all sorts of random TTRPG topics. This morning we talked about like dice superstitions. We've talked about let's see here. We've talked about just random stuff where we built a mall in D&D. We built out a whole one-shot based around a Build-A-Bear workshop. What else have we done? I'm blanking on everything because it's
I don't know. Like
so
we
late and I
opened up
streamed this
we opened
morning.
tabletop game day at a mall in Seattle.
That was
We've
fun,
done
yeah.
things in the real world too.
Yeah, we've done,
So-
we did a panel at PAX about embracing the nonsense in TTRPGs. We do nonsense things. If you like TTRPGs and nonsense, you'll probably like the bullshit that we throw out.
Can confirm. They're pretty good people. We like them. Elissa.
Yes,
Just-
I am. I'm Elissa, and you can find me at ElissaB_illustrations on Instagram. I do the art stuff. The end.
It's good.
Some arts.
The
That
end.
is Yep,
Our-
the end.
She also
Next.
hangs out with us a lot.
Yeah, I'm here on the backpack a bunch.
Oh, baby.
Thanks so much,
Artemis.
Peter. This was awesome.
This was so much fun.
I'm Artemis, and I'm the social media manager and content coordinator here at the Vactaire. Yeah, I just basically do whatever Aphi tells me to, and
Are you
go
her
from there.
dancing boy?
sure.
Joke's on you, though, because she likes that.
Hunter does too, though, and this is all.
I like that you like it. I hate the shit out of the content of the bit.
And this is
Happy, who
Tasha.
are you?
I'm Aphi. I'm the one that tells Artemis what to do. And you can usually find me here on the Vactaire or Vactaire TTV on the social medias. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed our nonsense, and we look forward to showing you further nonsense. Okay.
This is Sam.
That's Sam. Hi, Sam.
He's very
Sam.
sad.
Sam's not on the social.
Charlie's over there, but he just went poop, so we're not going to talk to him right now. Stick around for the raid. We are going to go raid Behold Roleplay. They are also raising money for Extra Life, so give them a follow, throw them some money if you got a couple extra bucks, and we will see you when we see you. Bye.